Alright, we are live. I hope. Good morning, everybody. So far we got Foxy, we got Arrow, Sander, Freakification, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing today? What is Crack-a-lackin'? Apparently Lanyan Sheld is better than Zhongli's. Is that baseline out of the box, or is that accounting for the constellations? Because if it's with the constellations, being able to like infinitely reset is definitely a good way to beat it out. Hey Brickenmeyer, what's up, dude? With cons, that tracks. Because, I mean, on paper, right? And like we'll look at this again just for reference. Is that like theoretically, on any character that normal attacks, it's an almost infinite shield, right? Like, it's lasting the duration, right? Like, that's not really, like, a question anymore. That's just like, nope, it's lasting. It's lasting, it's not breaking. Played Sleeping Dogs and got C1 Arlecchino, like, at the same time? Well, congratulations, that's awesome. It beats it, well, maybe, yeah, with the infusion, but, like, that's a lot of shields, though. Like, like, Layla's shield beats Zhongli's with, when you're facing cryo damage, for example. But that's a different question. I spy Leeway Harbor. I spy with my little eyes someone that is poor. Plot twist, it's me. I'm the poor one. Half good, half meh. Aunt Flo's gone. So I'm ready to go back to kickboxing later today. Hey, you love to hear it. You love to hear that you're back. You've bounced back from that. Okay. Where do we want to begin, though? I know we still have more of this to do, and we're going to be doing the quest line and all that. But there's the odds and ends we want to do, which I believe will start us off by going back to this boss over here for Lanyan. For Sean Bean. It's got to be underrated, you know, Sleeping Dogs. I do know Sleeping Dogs. Hold on, let me just make sure it's the thing I'm thinking of. Let me just make sure I know what I'm talking about. Sleeping Dogs. Yeah, I do know this game. Never played it myself, but I do know it. Wait, that's not true. I did play it a little bit. I played, my cousin owned it. So I remember playing it at his house some time ago. Yeah, it's pretty good. I remember being, like, not popular. I just remember seeing it everywhere. Let's get C2 Cloran. You paying for it? I beat the new weekly boss, and I'm never doing co-op and weekly bosses ever again. Oh, God. Are you doing books today? Possibly. Unlikely, though. Because we need to get this guy down a couple times, and I think we're going to need some money. So I think most of our supplies are going to be going towards getting that organized.
Born of ice and frost.
Unfortunately. Yeah, look at that Ganyu damage too. Yo, Ganyu actually good though? Who would have thunk it, right? Ganyu good?
You asked for it.
So I watched a video on Cloran. This is new. Cloran's current best team is, and there's those words again. Using that definitive language again. But like, I'll get to that in a second. Let me deal with the problem at hand here.
Buckle up. Fresh and floral.
Current. You're a current.
Access denied.
Access denied. All hail. Chat, I think Ganyu might be good.
I'm just way out of practice.
I survived with less than 100 health. Calculated?
Let's get it on.
Like, actually calculated? Had it all along? Look at that. Oh no, it's 611 health. Easy. Barely an inconvenience. Alright, now I can actually read my chat again. Garbo. Almost. Again, needs like ER or something. Needs something to get it over the top. Anyway, let's read this properly now. Cloran, Chevy, Malvika, official Yai. The second is... So let me get this straight. Hold on. You know what? No. You know what, Lansander? I'm not letting this go.
Extract a little ambiance.
Weren't we having a conversation just like the other day about how Cloran has other team options that may be good, and you just went off on this tirade about how... Overload is not her best team, and how, well, this is the best team, and there's no other different... And now you've just changed your tune completely because of one video? Really?
You're dead meat.
Really? Really, Sandy? Okay. I don't feel like... I don't think, like, one video of, like, looking at it is, like, enough to definitively say literally anything of a being real dog.
Fresh and floral. Reconstitute.
Ultimately, I just think Cloran's kind of good, and I think she has a lot of very good team options that should be considered, depending on what you have available and what you like. Not a crazy... There's a crazy concept for you.
Born of ice and fog. Let's get
Born
it on.
of ice and frost.
Neutralize. All right.
Alright, you're almost dead. Here we go. I think that's the last one we need to do with this. I think we're done here. And here we go. Cloran didn't have options. Excuse me? Pardon me? That's not even... That's just, like, wrong, bro. Didn't have options before Malvika. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay there, bud. You keep telling yourself that. You know. God, she's like swimming in options. She's literally made of options. Commonly, she's aggravate and quicken. Yep, she's using aggravate and quicken. She can be used in taser. I don't know why people just can't accept that taser's actually good and just let it be good. It's fine. Chevy teams before Pyro MC or Mavika were... Okay. You know what, Sander? You say a lot of shit. You talk a lot of mad shit, and I give you kudos for a lot of it in a lot of cases, but that is the most incorrect, like, in your opinion, sure, but legitimately one of the most incorrect statements you have ever made in this chat. That is unreal. That's strong. Oh my god. Holy shit. I don't know if you're trolling or if you're having a brain aneurysm. Are you good, bro? Are you okay? What the flip Gunderson? Jesus Christ. Chat, someone help me. I don't know. What in God's name did I just read? I say it's shit because there's not that many on-field Apple... What? There's so many? What do you mean? What? Are you drunk? Did you drink Hennessy? Did you drink your cat? What happened? Bruvner, are you fine? Do you... Blink twice if you need help. Like, that's not even looking at Dehya. Like, Dehya's, like, my pick for it, because I like Dehya, and I think Dehya's underrated, but, like... Overload Arlecchino, Overload D-Luke. Holy shit, even Hu Tao didn't mind Overload. Friggin' Yoimiya likes it. What are you on? I have one bottle of beer in me. I didn't know you were such a lightweight. Good lord. I'm gonna condense the rest of my resin. Oh no. Chat, I feel a chill. Barely 1 month into the new year. There's no New Year's resolutions happening here. Oh. Oh my god, anybody else? Oh my gosh, just... I need a minute. I didn't need a minute after that. Oh my god. For like off-field pyro? Yeah, you have Toma, Dehya, technically Bennett. He's not really an applier, but you don't need it.
Astra.
The thing with, like, overload is that you don't need application necessarily. You only need it once. And if your driver's pyro, it doesn't matter. So you just typically do a pyro driver. But if you wanted to do a electro driver, well, then you just literally just use one pyro hit. That's all you need. Right? Like, Diatoma, obviously, were already very good in that role. And they were pretty good so, too. And the fact that Chevreuse is the pyro unit there, you always have overload. Literally always. You literally apply your electro once, apply your pyro. Oh, look, they're overloaded. You're done. Like, you don't need to be constantly reapplying it as long as it lands within the right window. Or, good God, what about Zhongling? God, even if you don't even, if you
Thank you for completing.
Chat, I'm gonna be sick.
You better.
Chat, I'm gonna be sick.
What sort of request is that?
I'm gonna throw up. Oh my God. Oh God, I don't feel good. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Hey, Brenny Bonfire, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm back from my early morning phone call. What did I miss? He's drunk. Sandy's drunk. Are these? These are obviously not today. We were yesterday. I can craft a bunch though. Do I want to go that route? Do I want to take this up to 9? I don't think I crown. And then, of course, there's her, which is should be done actually, right? Oh shoot, we actually. Okay, I think we need books. Yeah, we need books. Uh-oh. And we need to track these down. Okay. Let's get to work then. We have a job to do. Sanders making me angry. Don't get angry. You're giving him what he wants. EM Toma. Bren, shield your eyes from the shenanigans. Yeah, Breddy Bonfire, there's... Oh god. There's onions in the chat. Which is what I refer to as really incorrect opinions. I call them onions. Thank you, Foxy. I do appreciate that. Shouldn't need it today, though. Today should be, good, because I'm realizing that I need EXP books. Let's see. Can I get... I can't actually get down there from here, can I? Not easily. Oh, wait, no. This is... No, I want to go all the way this way anyway. I got it. Oh my god. Overload not being good before Mavika. I can't even... Like a group of 3 white girls, I can't even. Oh my god.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh.
No touching.
I'm shook, guys. I'm positively shook. One more thing. Are you free this weekend? Am I free this weekend? Probably not. Why? You gotta figure, my dad's getting moved to a rehab facility on Friday, so I'm probably gonna be at the rehab facility with him for a couple days. So I doubt it. Oh, by all means, please steal it. The more people I have spreading the word of onions, the better. I think onions is such a funny way of calling bad opinions. Because I can also precursor it with basically something along the lines of, look, I'm going to share an onion with y'all. Hold on. We need a Qiqi. We need a Qiqi.
I will.
50-50. Because Qiqi will mark all the things that I need. Oh god, here we go. But Mavuika and Toma and Pyro MC and Zhongling are the best pyro appliers for Chevy team for Cloran. Okay. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. Why do you... Let's remind ourselves for a second. Why do you need pyro application for a Chevy overload team? Let's talk about that. This lasts 6 seconds. Anytime you do an overload. So if you apply pyro once, and do your electro, that's 6 seconds of shred. And if you can do it a second time, which Chevy can do, because she can lay down grenades, just on her own, you can easily get 12 seconds out of this. Very, very easily, without really a lot of thought. And that's just Chevy. God forbid. You do the smart thing. You do the intelligent thing, and you just use Dehya. Dehya is literally the best for this team from a defensive standpoint. From a defensive standpoint. And I mean, like, maybe that's too definitive. Maybe that might be too definitive. But when it comes to just being a defensive measure, she is one of the best. 8 seconds on field. Yeah. And if you can get it up, if you're depending on your timing, if you can get it applied for more than that, because I don't know if you recall, but pyro is a very sticky element. Her area is area in Cloran Moot. If you cannot stay in this, if you're moving outside of this circle in a massive circle, this is smaller. This is much bigger than Bennett. This is like twice. This is like what, triple? At least double, but maybe like close to triple Bennett size. She don't move that much. I'll tell you that much right now. She moves. She ain't moving that much. I think I want to go up there. Only Sith deal in absolutes. Exactly. But Dehya is such a good option for overload teams. And even then, Toma's good, who synergizes decently well with Cloran. And then on top of that, because of how sticky Pyro is, you can get 2 overloads off of like 1 Bennett burst, for example. Because it won't always clear the overload. Or won't always clear the Pyro. This is why setting up certain reactions with Bennett on the team can be really awkward. Because he puts on... his Pyro is so sticky. But, yes. You'd probably like this on every stream? Most streams. I would say most. Not all, but most. Restricts a few attacks, Cloran destroys the target, and multi-wave Dehya is there. Basically in one corner, yeah. And you can... here's the thing with Dehya as well. This is where smart play comes into the conversation. You can move Dehya's skill. 3 times, in fact. Dehya's skill can be moved 3 times. Well, I shouldn't say moved 3 times. That's not completely accurate, but... you place it where you want it the first time. When you activate it the second time, you can move it, and then you can move it again with the burst. You can get Dehya's skill wherever you need it. You just have to move it. Oh no, he said the Dehya's bad. Oh no. Tander, you're gonna be destroyed, I'm sorry. I'll get to you later though. You won't know when you're gonna be destroyed, but you will be destroyed. I don't like Dehya. I mean, that's your prerogative. See, that's a more fair statement. You don't like Dehya, that's fine. Everyone is allowed wrong opinions, that's fine. Oh, but all joking aside, I know Dehya's not for everyone. I mean, she should be. I think a lot of people miss the point of Dehya, but like that's a different conversation. Definitely introduce Gaming to Lady Furina. Oh yeah, no, Furina Gaming is a monster truck combo. Absolutely monster truck made out of biceps. Love that combo. You get to do some sneaky vapes, and then on top of that, you're just doing like truck tons of damage. It's pretty sick. So I'm never doing weekly boss and co-op ever again. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask about that because I found that it's somewhat amusing. Alright. A Mavwika with Pain Slasher that's doing an 8k crit. Okay, you know what? First and foremost, you know, barring the 8k damage, which is kind of bad depending on what they were doing. But, I mean, hear me out. What if I were to say Pain Slasher is not a bad Mavwika weapon? It is, actually, but it's not the worst. There's worse weapons than this. Just having an EM stat stick is fine. Legal Dehya will destroy my brain cells. In what way? I mean, the only way she's destroying your brain cells is if she punches you in the head. I mean, she might. But that's neither here nor there. Why is she destroying your brain cells, though? What do you mean? The bloodstained one. Do I have a bloodstained? I might. It might be one of the ones I missed on. Yeah, I do. Pyro. Yeah, yeah. Bloodstained Greatsword is just probably better than Pain Slasher in all honesty, but I mean, like... Here's the thing with Pain Slasher. It's like... It's not the worst weapon, it's just its use cases are really weird. And most of its use cases are on characters that are kind of underutilized to begin with. And don't have a lot of use cases themselves. It lands in a weird place. Granted, if that green character ever comes around, oh my goodness, it's like the bell. It's just waiting for the character to exist. Once the character that it wants exists, oh boy, it's gonna be good. Not working like I want to play. I don't know what you want from your Dehya. Koshka goes brrr. Welcome to the stream. Hello. I'm back from being sick. Love to hear it. You're on your other account again, I think. But love to hear it. How sick did you get? You were MIA for a few days there. What kind of an illness did you have? Just like a cold? Like a cold, flu, dare I say, the big Rona? Did you have Ligma? Anything but Ligma. So I played more Minecraft. Oh, nice! Have you gotten around to building a skull fortress that weeps lava yet? Because no Minecraft experience is complete until you've built a skull fortress that weeps lava. Hey, Monkey! Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's life treating you today? Wadarhoi! Alright there, Doodlebob. Ahoy, Manoy! Yeah, I like me some Minecraft sometimes. Oh, speaking of Minecraft and moddable games, before stream I started downloading a bunch of mods for something. Yeah, hospital level sick. Oh shit! What'd you get hit by? You good? Like, I mean, obviously, like, you're good. Like, you're back on your feet, but, like, what happened? If you're down to share, obviously. Like, you know, no pressure. It's scary, though. I build a bee small cottage. Bee small cottage. Like, a small cottage for bees? Or a cottage involving bees? But that's scary. Though I can relate to one aspect of that right now. I've been spending most of my days in the hospital too, just not for me. I feel like I'm under siege. I am under siege. Small cottage for bees. Like in Minecraft or like real life? Like, wait, what are we talking about here? What are we? I mean, that sounds awesome one way or the other. Bees are important to the environment. Minecraft, neat. Neato burrito. I mean, I don't know. I haven't played Minecraft in a while. I don't think I've not really played since Bees got at it. She's like Ningguang level HP. Oh. Well, I mean, she's squishy, but he makes up for it by having a literal wall of a shield, so I feel like it's more than compensatable. Medical poisoning. Medical poisoning? As in, like, you were there for, like, another procedure or something and they goofed? Or you, like, had a reaction to something that they gave you? Like, or is medical poisoning something else that I'm not familiar with? Like, you were poisoned and it's, like, was treated medically. I don't know. I'm just not, what's the word? I'm not well versed in such things. Where is the rocks? They are here. I can sense them. Oh, is this? Don't tell me this is one of those ones that's like in a weird like sub cavern where I have to like go somewhere strange again. And I built myself a cottage in the Pale Forest. Very dramatic. Very dramatic. I enjoy some Minecraft once in a while. I get the itch for it every so often. Still leveling Jade Cutter. I got Lanyan's normals to 7. I don't know how important her normals are going to be at the end of the day, but I have a lot of work to do with her, so... that's the thing I'm looking for. Adulterated medicines. Adulterated medicines? Were circulated in market. We didn't know. Bought them and took and ripped. Oh, wait, so, okay. Adulterated. I think you mean like... Oh, what's the... there's another word for it that would be more... like, they weren't legit. These were, like, not, like, legit medications. They were, like, cheap aftermarket shit. Or stuff that was, like, you know, shouldn't been on market. Something like that. Contaminated. Could be that, too. But the core of it, basically, if I got this right now, is that you got some bad drugs. You were given medication or bought medication for something that was not on the level. I want to make her burning team meta. Well, it may never be truly meta. Mainly because, for some reason, people don't think Emily is good, but, like, that's a whole different conversation, but... maybe one day. Maybe one day. I dream and pray for that day. But anyway, Ivy, do I have the general consensus, like the general idea there? Am I on the right track? Because that's dicey, that's scary. I play for me, so no mods, sadly. That's unfortunate. Mods are fun. Honestly, mods are super fun for Minecraft. You can get all kinds of crazy shit. I'm not running Emily, I not have her. Yeah, but she's like the closest thing we have right now to a character who, like, I would describe as, like, being pretty meta. Potentially. And being really strong, that fits that, like, burning core. Sort of Kaniche, too, but I think she's just better than Kaniche, in my opinion. I find her to be a little bit more consistent than Kaniche. In my gameplay. Yes. Damn, that's dicey. That's scary, you know? That's kind of... Man, like, that's wild. I'm just glad you two are okay. You know, first and foremost... I'm really happy to hear that, like, you guys are alright. And that you guys, like, you know, made it through without, like, too much issue. Ultimately. I hope, at least. It sounds like you guys are, like, you know, more or less back to normal and, like, doing alright. I kind of want some shaders or scary mods. I've always been really fond of, like, the RPG mods for Minecraft. The stuff that add, like, classes and stuff like that. I like that shit, personally. Like I said, before stream, I think they just finished now, actually, funny enough. I've been downloading mods for Mass Effect 3. Just cuz. So I found out that cheese cookies exist, and I'm wondering if they're the same as biscuits. Maybe. Oh. Hello. Not what I'm here for, but I'll do it. My mom almost bid it, but no, we're both doing okay, thank God. Well, I'm first and foremost. Let me be hopefully one of many to say I'm very happy to hear that you guys are okay. Because that's awful. And I do very, very much hope that the one responsible for basically getting you guys sick, more or less, you know, pays for it in a sense, you know, like gets their comeuppance, because that's messed up, man. Where is it? Down? Hold on. There's got to be more, right? Am I blind? Where are they? Where do you go from here? Ah! Ah! Was it the shape of a heart? It's always... Oh, wow, it was a precious chest, too.
Well,
Wow.
how about that?
Rad. Sweet deal. Anyway. You have to spend money on... Ew! Spending money on mods is gross. Oh, there's a thing that happened with a paid-for mod recently that's kind of interesting. I wouldn't mind sharing about. Thank God you are good for good, also 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we filed complaints. Shit is wild here. Well, I hope you're... It's a little bit more than a complaint, obviously. You're like, yeah, you nearly killed us, so... No, you're gonna suffer. Like, shit, man. Like, that's... No, absolutely not. That's disgusting. Yeah, no, interesting, though, on the note of paid-for mods. So, there's a couple of, like, really big and popular Elden Ring mods. And one of them is paid for. The guys who worked on it opted to make it a paid thing, so you can't play the mod, and I think it's like $8 maybe, $10. It's not super expensive, but it raised a lot of controversy because, like, well, you're not, it's not your models. You didn't make the game, but you're profiting off it. I don't know about that. It's very, very gray area. But then it turns out that they're using a bunch of stolen assets, and all of a sudden it's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like, uncredited, actually, like, not paid for stolen assets in a mod that people were paying for, and it's like, ooh, this just went from a gray area to a very not-so-good area. Uh-oh. At least, Lanya needs, whopper flowers, and they're easy to farm. That is good. They're easy to farm, and if you've been playing the game for a long time, there's a non-0% chance that you're just swimming in them right now. Just because, you know, whopper flowers are kind of everywhere. And you just kind of like, you see them, you kill them. Also, yo, what are you guys thinking? Lanyan for, Mizuki, who's in? Oh. There's a statistic that I want to talk about at one point. Because I think I want to make a video on the statistic itself, because I find it very fascinating. I want to see your guys' takes on it. Because if she needed masks, God, I wasn't going to farm them. Masks? Like, Hilichurl masks? Which masks are you referring to? Because I don't think Hilichurl masks are that bad. What other mask is there that I'm not thinking of? There's lots of masks, aren't there? Could have been handguards. Or, God forbid, if the game was just like, you know what? You haven't farmed enough specters lately. Hilichurls are literally everywhere. They're like the easiest farm in the game. And 95 masks. No, those are way more expensive. I mean, they're not particularly expensive, but some people were trying to upcharge on them not that long ago. Just like the toilet paper. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway. But yeah, the statistic I want to talk about today, or it doesn't have to be today, but I think I want to do it today, before or after we get into back into the Lantern Rite questline, is the statistic of the least owned characters. I still hate failure farming Hilichurl masks. Why? That's a strange farm to hate. I had to do it for Eula for triple crowding her. I don't know why you don't just murder every Hilichurl you see. That usually gives you enough. Like, I mean, like, shit, man. Like, what am I sitting at right now? I sit at a healthy... Like, I've spent so many of these. Oh, excuse me. Like, I think this should sum it up. Like, look how many horns I have from just the Mitaturls alone, right? Hi, Zumi. So, I don't know, man. I think you just need to activate your murder frenzy. I don't know. just don't know. Okay, also, I'm just going to say this. I don't know if you guys ever experienced anything like this. So, I was watching YouTube Shorts before I got stream up and running. Like this morning, because I got up pretty early. And, I saw a short from, like, a medical show. And in the short, they, like, had to, like, open this girl's throat for some kind of surgery. And, like, my throat has not felt good since I've seen that. Well, you run all over the place and I don't. Sounds like a skill... I don't know, man. Sounds like a skill issue. Sounds like you just need to, like, put on your Nikes and just go. Just pretend you're playing a Resident Evil game and incorporate the Nike strats. And to those who have ever played Resident Evil, never forget your Nike strats. For those who don't know what Nike strats are, it's when you get your running shoes on and just run. Nike strats. Alright, you're a little bit more outside of the coast than usual. Aren't you normally on the beach? Oh, this is fine. Pardon me, sir, don't mind me, I'm just here for maintenance. I gotta be getting pretty close to the amount I need. Sorry, Mr. Toidle, I hope this isn't bothering you too much. Love how the auto-targeting made me go for his head for a second there. I'm like, guy, chill. Where is she? Ah, she's here now. Oh yeah, I'm way over. Holy shit. Listen to the dialogue.
The humble swallow builds with mud, and yet is never without a nest. So don't underestimate me. With how strong I've become, I should be more than capable of protecting you now. It's all thanks to your help, of course. Thank you so much.
2 minutes takes to load the game. Oh, it's not my fault. I have 5 minutes to play Genshin at school. Tisk tisk. Now, is she a character that goes to 90? That is $1 million question now, isn't it? Because if she does go to 90, I think she might, because we're going to be using her in a lot of swirl-oriented teams, right? So swirl is a big part of her kit, so we probably want level 90 for the reaction damage, right? Oh, hi, Zumi. Hello, Zumi. How can I help you? Hi. You want to go in there? Okay, good girl. I had an inch on playing the game on getting Plat, but I did have RE2 Remake Plat. We played Nipple on 5.4. Leaning towards, I think, Mizuki's 5.4, right? Like, she's next patch? Mitsurugi. Yeah, probably her. People are already talking mad shit, which is really good for my side of business, where I'm just like, ooh, you're gonna be content. You shall become content. You know what I mean? Nope, my throat has not felt good since I watched that short, and I hate it. Hi, Zumi. Hi. Hi there, how can I help you? Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby-thing. Oh, the baby. Listen, chat. For those who have cats, you understand. For those who don't have cats, you have to call your cat by every other name that's not its name. And the other thing, it's your baby. She's so baby. Hi. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Hi. Oh, you can't see her so well even when I full screen. Damn. It's because I cut the top and bottom off.
My people are used to the desert life.
Damn.
But still, I hope that one day they'll be able to find an oasis of their own.
She's such a baby.
Sands.
Look alive! Hi!
Okay, bye-bye, Zumathan.
A little ambiance. Sacred
Oh, I forgot to
name,
take Qiqi out.
Fortune preserver.
Access denied. All hail.
That's fine. Oh, she goes through this shield pretty fast, actually. Like, really fast, actually. Hold up. Wow. Wow, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, I also want to try a couple of different weapons on her today at one point or another. Because I'm very curious to see what else I can cook with her. Hey, Sean. Welcome back, man. It's been a few minutes. How was your business trip? How's life treating you, man? Oh. Hi. Hi, Zumathan. Hi there, how can I help you? Don't you dare. No, what are you doing? Work with, I'll love to hear it. She is up on your head. She is. Well, more on my shoulder than my head, but, you know. Alright, you just lie down there, that's fine. Me and my cat have a very good rapport with one another. She's very trusting. She'll just jump up on my shoulder. Oh, she's purring. She's purring. Oh, don't go on the desk. No, no, no. Do not go on the desk. Okay, she's on the desk. You have to come down from the desk, okay? No, those aren't for you. No, those aren't for you. You can go back up there, though. You can go back up there if you... Yep. Hi there, can I help you? No, Zumathan, don't do that. You know better. Those aren't treats, those are throat lozenges. Okay, no. Yeah, you're a good baby. Oh, she's purring like a little jackhammer. You're a little purr baby, aren't you? She's my baby. She's my baby. Okay. Go back on the bed. Thank you, Zumi. I lost my 100 days hardcore world. Aww, that sucks. That sucks. That's why I can't do hardcore. It stressed me out too much.
Extract! Fresh and floral! Born of ice and frost. Blaze over.
What weekly boss does Shenhe use? Weekly boss? I'll have to double check that for you. But... probably Shogun? No, I think she actually uses Dehya, doesn't she? Hold up. I'll give you the answer in a second, but... Zumi, no, those are throat lozenges. Hey, do you want a treat? You want an actual treat? I'm bumping her head with the treat bag. Here, come get you a treat. Let's get you a treat. Let's not get you... Don't steal throat lozenges. There we go. Good girl. Almost got it. I'm just finishing the bag of treats off. There you go. Oh my goodness, she's such a suck. Oh, Zumi! Ooh, Zumi, what are you doing? Just knocked my controller over. Careful. Anyway, Shenhe. I'll double check it for you, but yeah, I think it's Shogun. No, actually, no, it's, Signora. She's a Signora, huh? Huh. Oh, there you go. Oh, Prime's trying his best, it's okay. Why does Shenhe, a Liyue character, need so much Inazuma stuff? Because she came out during Inazuma. And she doesn't need a lot of Inazuma stuff, what do you mean? She needs an Inazuma weekly boss, and I guess this material, but... everything else is, you know, Liyue. Zumi, that was not an invitation. You know what, I'm gonna take these away. We're gonna take these away. They're not toys, they're not treats, and that's a lighter. You can't, no, you don't get to play with a lighter. My cat's trying to set the house on fire. Look, I'll show it to you. See? It's a Ricola. Don't chew on the plastic. What are you doing? It's not a treat. See, I showed you. I have proof. Look, I'll show you. Look. Ah, stop trying to eat them. Alright. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go deal with this. Zoomy, come with me. Come with me. I'm gonna go return these. Don't set the chat on fire, please and thank you. Zoomy. I literally just got the throat lozenges out of the room. Hey. Hey. Come here. Come here. You. There you go. You're a good girl, you know that? But you're so bad. You're so bad sometimes. Oh, Zoomy. What a funny character. I didn't do it with Sandra. That tracks. I wonder if Yoimiya Overload is good. It's not bad. It's okay. It does leave you a bit vulnerable compared to other Yoimiya teams, but other than the vulnerability, it's the damage is good. Like, it's strong. Two states of matter, indeed. But tish. Haha! But anyway, alright, let's go ahead and wait. Is this where we're going? After 2 days have passed, you decide to visit the funeral parlor to see if Hu Tao's return. Wait. Weren't we like... Huh, what? Did the quest reset or something? Wait, what? Where is it pointing us to? Weren't we supposed to be, like, at the part where we were going towards where, like, on Wangshang Hill? What happened? So I tossed 60 pulls at the Chronicle banner to try to snipe Shenhe. Landed Child instead. Do I go all the way? For pulling? I mean, if you want the Shenhe, it's probably going to be your only chance to get her for quite a long while, I imagine. And if you really are, like, serious about your cryo DPSs, it's not a bad idea. My main Yoi Overload is my second favorite Yoi team. Burning with Emily is my favorite. Ooh, Burning Yoi? I feel like it has, like, some potential there. Like, the damage is going to be alright, but it wouldn't be, like... It's fun. I can see that being decent and fun. Zoomy, why do you keep going up there? You know better. She keeps going on my desk. No, don't go on my desk. Don't go on my desk. Look at this. I know. You don't like being held. You gotta chill out. I don't know why she keeps going on my desk today. She doesn't normally do that. Get her out of the room? Nah. If I can keep her in here, I'd rather. Alright, so, weren't we... Wait. Meet Ningguang. Oh yeah, I guess I do have to meet Ningguang. I could have swore. Like, weren't we on Wangshang Hill earlier? Wasn't that what we were there for? I guess... Huh. Alright, well, let's go meet Ningguang, I guess. In the past, I would have said no way. Yeah, go take her for now. She's being weird. Yeah, she kept trying to steal those lozenges, which is why I gave them back to you.
Why?
She kept trying to steal them.
Well, that's what she does. So now you have to do my position. It's still in there.
Yeah. Alright, Zumi's out for now. Do I do burn melt Hu Tao or I do burn melt from Hu Tao from time to time, but my units aren't optimal. Who needs optimal? Would 5.5 be the time for an Inazuma Chronicled Wish? I don't know if it'd be the time necessarily, but I'd like to see that. More Chronicled Wishes is more good in my opinion. It's only Baiju, Lanyan, and Zhongling are voiced in Lantern Rite. Outside of, like, regular NPCs, it would seem that's the case so far. I mean, I'd be happy to join you, but I'm not about to tell my crew they won't go home for the festival this year. That all goes without saying, unlike what I hope you're going to say next. You sure have a way with words. Alright, fine. It's a yes. The Gate of Fright, Guyun Stone Forest, yeah? I'll handle it. I knew I could count on the great Captain Beto to answer the call of duty. Save the compliments, just make sure you pay my crew properly. It's Lantern Rite, so I'll be expecting 5 times the usual rate. The deal is sealed when the trap is sprung. Well, you got me now, so what about your share? How much will you rob me of? Oh, please. Firstly, no one can rob the I can't remember how to pronounce it. The Tian Quan... I don't remember the proper pronunciation. I wish he was just saying it. Not even me. And secondly, keep my share. It's a gift to you. Go buy yourself a new hairpin with it. Saves me a trip to market. Oh, man. This sucks. Like, I'm fine with reading stuff. I just have to read every line out loud. I mean, I could switch to JP and then just make you guys read it, but, like, that seems silly. I hope Prime is wrong. I know it's been a yearly thing so far, but let's see if hopefully they change gears on it. Tien Chuen. The Tien Chuen. Thank you! I forgot how it was pronounced. Preach. I mean, you can switch to JP. I could, then it wouldn't be so quiet. Because for some reason, there's no music in these cutscenes either, right? Am I going crazy? That the music, like, there's been music, like, we've been, like, around the town and, like, doing quests and stuff and exploring. We've had music, right? But for some reason, there's been no music in these scenes for some reason. It's very strange. Also, ayo! Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I've manifested coffee and it is good. Apparently, Seat Lolly, Raiden, and Shalonen have the shortest voice lines. The shortest voice lines? In what context? Like their combat stuff, or is it like their about characters and stuff? Sprix drinking coffee is Ayato Viking. I guess. Though I do like boba too, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay, I can hear the music a little bit. It is very quiet, though. It's been like a lot of the scenes have been dead quiet, though. It's been weird. Anyway, oh hey, Sprix and Paimon.
Ahoy there, Captain Beto!
Ahoy! Little Paimon. That bright-eyed enthusiasm is exactly what Ningguang needs. She's conscripting you, by the way. Gotta get back to... get some real back-breaking work lined up for you.
What?
What? Real fear. One fear. You got coffee in the morning? I did get coffee in the morning. I woke up way earlier than I intended to. I set my alarm for 8 a.m. And I was going to be and I was like, I went to bed a little late. And I'm like, okay, I'll be fine though. Get myself at least 6 hours sleep. That's manageable. And my body, at like 6 o'clock in the morning, after like maybe 4 hours of sleep, my body was like, rise. And I'm like, but why though? And then it was like, no, rise. And I'm like, oh, okay. Silent reading equals JP voices. Yeah, I feel like that's not... I feel like you guys would... I think most people would generally prefer, like, if we're gonna do this, that, like, I at least read the dialogue just so they don't have to read it themselves. That was me yesterday. I don't know, why must our bodies do this to us? Some people wouldn't interpret it. Exactly. Sorry, gotta dash to you around. Bye, Beidou. Beidodo. It's Beidodo. Oh yeah, happy Lantern Rite. That hand gesture in this game I find very amusing. It reminds me of the Final Fantasy X hand gestures, which were over the top and funny. I'd probably watch dubbed Bleach, by the way. Or need to rewatch it. Oh, okay. Dubbed anime is okay. But it varies from anime to anime, in my opinion. Yelan clearly knows me well. She brought you two here without me needing to say a word. Beto said you were, conscripting us? Beto never passes on an opportunity to wisecrack at my expense. She's not exactly wrong, is she? Strix and Paimon have actually been there before. That makes them the perfect candidates.
Where? Where's there?
The afterlife. I know you're looking for someone, and I don't wish to waste your time, so I'll get right to the point. From what I understand, Director Hu, Miss Qiqi, Miss Lanyan are currently stranded inside the border.
Border? The border? That border?
Yeah, the afterlife. We've been to the afterlife a couple times, or not a couple times. We've been in the afterlife, though. We poked our head and there was like, hey! Hello, small child. You're dead. Haha. And then we left. True story. Yeah, I don't even feel like starting this event. I hope the VAs are back soon. I recommend starting the event, doing the event still, obviously, for obvious reasons, right? Good rewards and all that jazz. But it feels kind of hollow if you're an English enjoyer. If you want good dub voicing, hear me out. Dragon Ball Super. I mean, Dragon Ball Z had good voice acting, and Dragon Ball Super is. It's not bad. I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I much prefer the dub in Dragon Ball Super and Z compared to their respective subs. But man, I do not like one way or the other. It's the soundtrack that kills it for me. I do not love the DBS soundtrack, but that's something else. We'll probably play RE8 after Lantern Raid since we don't have anything else to do after that. Maybe. Or maybe we'll play something else. Who knows? Yes, that border. The border between life and death.
Whoa. When did you find out about the border? Wait, and how did you know we'd been there before?
Good question. Come on.
Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Good job.
Yeah, but how, though? Okay, but how, though? You can't just be like, oh, it's your job to know that stuff. It's like, come on. How do you know about the literal afterlife, bro? You can't just be casually dropping that shit, dude. Not gonna lie, as a dub enjoyer myself, I went for the Chinese. I mean, it is the original language it came out in, right? So that makes sense. It tracks. Some Crow Country or Endo-Parasitic. I was also eyeballing, I mentioned it earlier, a mod for Elden Ring called the Convergence, I believe it's called. Because we did the Convergence mod for Dark Souls 3, I was thinking about trying the Convergence mod on Elden Ring. So she knows, and I know that she knows, but does she know that I know that she knows? That's the big question. Yeah, Yelan just knows. This is why I don't like her character. I don't like a lot of characters that you don't get, like, an explanation of just like, oh, I just know this stuff. And it's like, okay, but why, though? We do have theater coming up on on February, which is, when does the actual... Hold on, let me check the calendar. From stream perspective, that is on Saturday, so that does leave us, like, 2 days. But, well, I've been going pretty slow at this. I've been taking my time. I've been milking it. Yelan is just poorly written in between. That's what I think, but I know not everyone agrees with me on that one, obviously. Like, it's subjective, right? I can't even definitively say, I think she's badly written, necessarily. I just don't like how she's written. Moomst, the hell are you? I'm in quest dialogue. I'm sorry. So, how are you so sure they're, in the goddamn afterlife? Time is limited, so I can't go into the details, but I'll give you a brief bit of background on the current situation. 1 month ago, Ministry of Civil Affairs became aware of an unusual illness affecting the elderly of Chinsei Village. Yeah, we've learned about this. A couple of weeks later, Director Hu came to report a potential disturbance in the border. Okay, so she just goes up and tells them. It's like, yeah, so I work with the border of the afterlife. I'm gonna go check it out. Oh. Okay. The Ministry of Civil Affairs investigated it, and sure enough, found an ominous presence in Wulong Hill. 3 days ago, Hu Tao came to us again. This time to update us that she was now ready to go to the border and investigate the situation in full. We'd agreed to meet again yesterday, but she failed to show up. That's when I sent Yelan to investigate further. Director Hu's last known location was Wulong Hill. Same goes for Qiqi and Lan Yan. About 90% sure all 3 of them are stuck
Even
there.
Hu Tao can't get out? There must be something seriously wrong.
I mean, she brought us in and out last time, so I don't know. Now that you know the situation, are you willing to travel to the border and rescue Hu Tao and company? Your prior experience in exploring that realm will make you our best hope.
Of course!
Sure, I
If our
guess.
friends
How
are
do I
in
get there?
trouble, we'll help however we can.
Already know ghosts of Mingyun. Yeah, we've met many ghosts, and just very casually. Yeah, but the theater will bring us just one stream for it. Yeah, but I want to do some stuff with the theater this time, I think. Like, we might do the punishments again for it, so we'll be playing around with that a little bit as well.
But there's one problem. Last time we went to the border, Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own.
I hope Ninglong's thought of this already. You can seek assistance from the Conqueror of Demons at Wang Shuan. He'll show you the way.
Oh, Xiao, of course!
But, have you guys been coming up with more punishment ideas, by the way? I don't know if there's been any other punishments have shown up yet. Yelan was preparing to travel to the border herself before you two entered the picture, so naturally, he has been briefed on the situation. Understood. We'll head there right away. This rescue mission is of the utmost importance. Director Hu must be brought to safe and sound. Consider it done. I'll wait for good news. Alright. See ya! We got lucky. If I'd gone, I don't know what my chances would have been. Don't go putting your feet up just yet, Yelan. I'm afraid I have another mission for you. Yeah, I figured that might be the case. What's the sitch? Bum, 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 bum. The gate array. We've now found a location of the gate of life, concealment, fright, and injury. The gate of injury. That sounds unfortunate. Punishment idea. Oh, you might not have been here for this. So when the abyss rolled around last time, I had everyone, including myself, coming up with ideas for punishments if I failed the abyss in any capacity, and I'm going to try to apply it to the theater as well. So, like, if I fail a floor, if I have to restart it, if I miss a flower, I have to spin the wheel of punishments and then do whatever the punishment was. Like, there's a whole thing in the Discord, actually. There's a Discord channel specifically for suggestions. Is that right? Qiqi and Gon, you are handling the gates of life and concealment. Captain Beidou has agreed to take the Kruk fleet to guard the great gate of fright. That leaves the gate of injury. I've racked my brains, and other than the Conqueror of Demons, I can't think of anyone more suitable than you on this one. Oh. I see. It's in the chasm. That's right. As for the 4 remaining gates, we're working to calculate their position based on what we know of the array so far. It shouldn't take long now. When I last saw Director Hu, she said that if the worst comes to worst, activating the 7 and 8 gates array will be our only option. But if you have doubts, I would like to hear them. I don't know much about this magic array, but it doesn't involve obfuscating one of the people involved? That's what troubles me too. Let's continue this discussion another time. Uh-oh. Even though Paimon is an echo chamber right now, I just want to say, I think Karina B sounds pretty nice. How she compared. Yeah, no, I think when they moved her to that other studio and she had different direction for how to voice Paimon, I think the different direction let her be, like, let more of her personality come out. And sounds a lot more natural and less forced, so I think it's worked out quite well in that regard. If you fail, clear an abyss floor with Foxy's account. We've had similar suggestions to that. Do it, like, you know, clear a floor with clear an abyss with someone else.
Xiao, you're already here!
But, that's not a bad idea. That might be on the list already, though. It's you two! Where's Yelan? I can't do his voice. I can't get my voice edgy enough. There's been a change of plan. Do you have any idea how dangerous a mission this is?
We'll be fine! Danger's never stopped the traveler before, has it?
Diva Yaksha, bring forth sin. Lament! Lament, cement! Revenant! I don't know. The border between life and death is a dangerous place at the best of times, and the recent disturbances only make it more so. You'll face great perils every step of the way. Sounds like a durable Wednesday to me, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly! Plus, we made a promise to Ningguang.
Please go back and tell them to send Yelan instead.
What? Are we not good enough?
Yeah, screw you. I would feel more comfortable sending Yelan. She's privy to a secret art practiced by her clan. Plus, she has extensive experience in battle. If something were to happen to Sprix... Excuse me, I have fought more than one Archon, okay? I've at least battled at least 2 gods and a partridge and a pear tree, okay? I can handle this. I had sent one to... I had to send one to a 15 push-ups and not succeed to a standard... Oh, okay, do push-ups and then... Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Also, one of my punishments was for Sprix to give all of his Mora to Foxy. I took a variant of that one, called it the jackpot, and I'd basically pay out someone, I'd pay out someone a bunch of Mora.
Oh, so you're just worried for his safety. Wait, but he has extensive experience in battle too.
Yeah, probably more than Yelan at this point.
Come on, think of something.
We promised Zhongli we would go.
What do you...
We got the coin.
Oh, yeah. So, this is a protective talisman that Zhongli gave us. It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis on it. See?
See?
He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences.
Consequences. Your attempts to mislead me are futile. That coin is clearly a counterfeit. It only carries the symbol of Rex Lapis and none of his power.
Drat! Zhongli swindled us!
What's worrying you? I fear the bad karma I carry would only disturb the border further, so while I can show you to the entrance, I can't venture inside with
so
you.
That's what this is about? You're worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still.
I'm not the one you should be worried about.
Right! Hu Tao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue how to handle this situation.
Plus, we've been there before.
Yep, that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hu Tao.
Exactly. Oh, Zhao, my big main before Cosmo came out. Zhao's good. Zhao's still good. People obsessed with Zhao's backside. People are... Zhao has some fans. Some very dedicated fans. Dare to trust us? Dare to trust us. What a weird way to say that. Very well, hold tight. Thank you. Yeah, no, Foxy's right. It is definitely Aiko that was the one that was all about the do my abyss, please. And then I finally did it, and it really wasn't that bad. The border should be nearby.
Do you know the spell to open the border?
No, balancing the forces of life and death has always been the Wangshang funeral parlor's domain. I'm not familiar with their craft. But since the border has been disrupted, Feder is leaking out. We simply need to find where the leak is, and that'll be your entrance. Evil conquering!
That was amazing! So you can see Feder?
With my adeptus perception, I can sense the presence of the abnormal. Whether it's Feder or not, we shall soon see enough. We will see soon enough. Yeah, my friends used to stare at Zhao for hours before going to sleep. That's probably not healthy. Ooh, we got a trial Zhao. I have to look. Alright, Jade Spear makes sense. R3, yeah, okay. Stat line looks normal. It's actually not a bad stat line. Good ER, lots of ER, okay, crit ratio, lots of attack, okay. A little bit of EM, too. Vermilion hereafter? Oh my god, this is a real build, actually. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Ayo? Ayo go burr? So we don't have much to do in Genshin after the events in theater. Probably, yeah. We're gonna be a little, Oh, we get to be... Are we permanently bursted? I think we are. Lament! 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 Neat. This is with... wonder if that makes seeing this stuff. Alright, so... Well, this is the spot, looks like. Oh, I have to hit it. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Monsters!
The Federer sent them into a frenzy, but thankfully I'm Zhao, and I'm permanently bursted. Zero fear. No fear, only plunge. Gotta lay down the pogo stick. Neat. So Alex's baby boy. He's pretty good. This is the place. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing RE8, and I came up with an idea, because RE8, unlike 7, it's actually more like RE4, where it's more action-y, and it's less horror-based. Like, it's still, like, a horror game, but it's got a lot more action-y bits in it, and it also has a lot of different weapons in each category. Like, there's multiple handguns, multiple shotguns, etc. And I'm thinking about using the worst or weakest of each category. Not as a challenge, per se, but, like, as, like, the off-meta run, so to speak. This is the place.
Looks like it was Feder you saw back there after all.
Gross. As I said earlier, this is as far as I can accompany you, or I risk doing more harm than good. You're on your own from here. Alright, I'll be fine. Alright, lean in your head for a second. Yeah. Kavirutaka. Kavirutaka.
What did you do?
He casts special beam cannon. I placed a witness sigil on your forehead so I can share my powers of perception. Now you should be able to see Feder. There's no knowing what things are going to be like in there, but hopefully this helps. When you find them, call my name and I'll open a passage to pull you out.
Xiao, you've thought of everything. Back in a jiffy.
Yep. Be extremely careful. I don't know why he's so worried about me. Alright, into the border. And let's go ahead and fix this one now.
Want me to come along?
We'll do Kazuha this time. Let's do Kazuha. Just to spice things up a little bit. As he always is. I know, but still. Bring Charlotte to take pics. Ooh, that could have been a fun idea, but this is fine.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
This was a cool story quest. This was actually... It's interesting that I think they're actually reusing the domain. Which makes sense, they should. Use Zhao's ability. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Let's get it on! Ha! Ha!
Because, like, yeah, this was... The way this was before... it was like a loop, and you had to, like, do the loop in a certain way to basically create a copy of an item to solve a puzzle, which was pretty cool.
Reconstitute!
The wind knows me.
No touching!
Big damage. I'm broke on this account. I would imagine you'd be broke on that account. You don't watch on that account.
Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
What could possibly go wrong? Everything is normal, good, and fine. This is a fun story, indeed.
We're way behind schedule.
We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't found them yet? Also, it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. It seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability.
Yeah. Place looks... This is awfully quiet. I remember it was bustling here last time. There was lots of ghosty goos wandering around and, like, you know,
Next on the agenda,
ghosting it up.
book alive! Neutralize!
Being spooky ghosts and stuff.
Access denied.
I'm looking for anything unusual. I'm following the fetid grossness.
Hey, that's one of Madame Lan's rattan figures!
Oh.
It just ran away! Let's go after it!
Get it! Kick its ass! She's actually a Qilin, not a Coco goat. Yes, Ted, that was the joke. It has become a meme. A meme of epic proportions at this point. Kind of took on a life of its own.
The rattan figure is covered in feather! How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more.
Bing chillin'. More like big chillin', am I right? Yeah, I much prefer big chillin'. That's what I am most of the time. I'm just big chillin'. Where did it... Oh, okay. I'm like, I could have swore... Hey! Hey! Get back here! Stop trying to... Do not flee. Do not flee, or I will choose violence. Feeling sleepy. Alright, have a good night.
Madame Lan
Rest
gave her
well,
rattan
and, you know...
figures here. It's like
take it
she's
slow.
using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
That would track, wouldn't it? Alright. Aha. How about you? Can I break these even though I can't see it? No, it would seem no. Oh, shoot. I looked away. Hey! Hey! Get back here! Hey! Where did you go, you little bastard? You think you could flee from me? You are wrong. You are wrong. Yo, chill, 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 homie. Chill, chill, chill. There we go. When mostly the early Archon quest, Qiqi did mention Coco Goat. She did. It was back in the day, man. I could have sworn you had one F-bomb available in the stream. I do. Oh. Hello.
Ah! What's going on? Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like now? It's a... Get ready to jump again.
Ooh. That's not so good at all, is it? I remember this place looking a little nicer last time when we were here, and there was like ghosts hanging out, and they were like, I'm moving to the afterlife. And we're like, that's cool, dog. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm sleepy. Hi, Qiqi. Don't fall asleep, Qiqi. You've already absorbed too much feather. If you fall asleep, you'll never wake up again. But so sleepy.
Focus on my voice, Qiqi. You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world. Even if everyone else falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake.
Whole world asleep. Qiqi awake. That's impressive. I didn't know hypnotism worked in reverse.
Even so, it doesn't really solve anything.
Why is she down here? Old Leeway chest. Wait, was it? Was that an old Leeway chest? Was that really only 5 pre-momos? I wasn't paying attention. Whole world Zoomy Sprix new. What? Hang in there. I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit. Want to close my eyes and dream. Yo, what is going on with your eyes?
Fight it, Qiqi. Fight it.
A dream, huh? Alright, Qiqi, let me help you out with that. Now listen closely. This is how your dream's gonna go. Picking herbs in the blazing sun. Qiqi wipes her brow. Picking herbs. Qiqi. She finds a temple on a hill and goes to speak to the Tao. Temple on a hill. An old priest greets her at the door. Surprise! Her name's Hu Tao. Hu Tao? She grabs Qiqi with both hands and buries her deep underground. By Rex Lapis, she'll never be found. Oh, I wish this was voiced. I wish this was voiced. No, don't bury me. Help. Oh my god, I wanted that to be voiced. Man, maybe I should have switched to it wouldn't have been the same in JP, I think. Well, it would have been... Oh, man. Booger. God damn it. Qiqi, Hu Tao helping Qiqi? That's a new one. Well, I think she's like, I would like to perform funerary rites on this undead child. However, this is not the way to do it. This is bad. This is not good. This is like the exact opposite of what I want, I'm pretty sure. Not so sleepy now, are you? No, wide awake with fright. Uh-oh.
Drat! Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
The monsters, you mean? Monsters?
Don't be afraid, Qiqi. We'll protect you.
Yo, Qiqi can heal like crazy. She's strong. The monsters have arrived. It is I.
Madame Wong, Qiqi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
Howdy do. What the? Oh, it's you guys. Sprix, Paimon.
You frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Well, you know, hop, skip, and the jump. Let me guess. The Tianchuan sent you? I knew she'd act if I was missed our meeting.
Wow, so Hu Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
It's dangerous. We gotta get out of here.
It's not as simple as that. This place is changing constantly. Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
Wow, what a scam.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Zhao! You found them? Oh, Conqueror of Demons is coming. Why, thank you. No need. I'll open the passage now. Monsters.
Trap! They must have sensed the new way out.
Let them come. It's their funeral. Courtesy of Director Hu. This will take me a minute or so.
Send them off.
I'll help too. Whoa, jeez. Oh god, I got a whole ass trial team here. Give me a sec. Alright. Hu Tao. Staff of Homa. This is all very correct. Crimson Witch of Yo, guys! It's real! Chat, I think it's finally... I think it's consistent now. I think they fixed all their trial characters. Oh my god, I think they fixed their trial characters. I don't believe it. I don't believe it! Holy shit, I'm in awe. Wandering Evening Star, yeah, that's what I was surmising on her. This makes sense. This is a great set on her. Makes perfect sense. C3 talents. Oh my god. The banner trial characters just represent an average kitchen build. No, because I don't know. Because these kind of trials, the ones that come at like C3 with the R3 weapon every time, they usually just have Noblesse on them with awful stats. But this is not Noblesse with awful stats. This is like a real build. It's like not optimal necessarily. Like the Hu Tao one's actually pretty. Like the crit rate's a little low, but beyond that, like this is good. Okay, actually, hold on. Chat, let's take some bets. Every story character would get accurate builds, but Trials not. No, the story ones didn't get them either. The story ones had Noblesse as well. Every time. I'm telling you. It's been like that since forever. It's been a long time. Wish my Tao had that crit damage. Just get Staff of Homa. Every time, yeah. It was always noblesse oblige with garbage stats. Okay. He thinks Inazuma healing set. I don't think they're that I don't think they're that forward thinking. I think it's going to be. I have a feeling. I like to be wrong, but I think it's going to be Main's Beloved. Oh wow, we're both wrong. Songs of Days Past. It's not bad on her. It's a good piece of gear. Wow, Skyward Blade? Oh my god, this is a good Qiqi. Wait a minute. Hold the goddamn phone. This is a great Qiqi.
Breathe. 3.
What in the goddamn am I looking at here? Wait. Okay, so we have a good Hu Tao build for the most part. A pretty solid Lan Yan build. And like a very legitimate Qiqi build. What is happening? This is incredible. This is amazing. That's the first trial Qiqi. Is it? Oh my god, I think it might be too. Oh my god. This is monumental, guys. That's crazy. All right, let's do this.
Closing in. Ills be gone. Opening box of Adepti.
Now, I know Qiqi's horrible with Hu Tao, but, you know, I'm just gonna... Let's just run it back. Oh, and it's C1, too. I get to go ham. Oh, I get to go ham, but I'm already... How do I get back up? Oh, you fell down.
Flip and fly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels good.
Time to go.
I know I'm not playing Qiqi particularly well, but, or not
Dancing
Qiqi.
in the wind.
I'm not playing Hu Tao particularly well. Did I win or did I lose? Also, have a good time in the gym, Bricken. And it also had the skin. Good point. It also had the cool outfit.
You see, Shao? Told you we'd be fine.
Skyward looks good on Qiqi. It does. It is a good weapon on her. Wow, what a... I wish I had some more time in there. I was having fun. I wanted to play around with that more. Huh. Color be shocked. I'm glad you made it out.
Excuse me, sir. But are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
No. We spare the formalities. Yeah. Spare the formalities. Is everyone okay? Why do I sound like a chain smoker? Since we never got a Qiqi story quest, she never had a trial. Well, you don't necessarily have to have a story quest to have a trial for a particular character. Not really. But I think this is like just legitimately the first opportunity we've had for that. We're alright, but Qiqi absorbed a little too much feather. Start from the beginning. What happened? I was picking herbs, then I saw a hole. I tried to block the hole, but I fell in. Why is there a sense in there?
There's clearly something special about Qiqi. If I'd absorbed that much feather, I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
I mean, she is effectively immortal. So I'd stop wishing today. I'm gonna get that C2 Furina. Oh man, much luck, man. Good luck, dude. I hope you do it, man. Qiqi's condition is certainly unique, but regardless, it was still a risky call.
Let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we?
I'll take her. Your work is still not done. You should return to Yujing Terrace.
Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right?
I highly doubt it.
Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
I hope I get Furina. She's my sister. What? What do you mean by... What did he mean by this? I'm gonna do one wish on Cloran's and Arlecchino's banner. Alright, good luck. Or maybe no good luck. I don't know. I don't know what you want. Okay, good. I know where you are in the quest. Child... The child is working up a sweat here. Ah, I gotcha. Alright, let's head back to business. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. And punch some trees. Sometimes you just have to accept the manly urge to punch a tree. This is still... Wait, is this still part 2? Wait, what part are we on? Quest log. What part are we on? Quest log doesn't tell me what part I'm on. That was dumb. Oh my god, we are still on part 2. This is really long. Oh my god. My name on Genshin is Nuvi's son. Ah, cute. I now understand everything. I haven't played part 3 yet. Is part 3 and 4 particularly long? I'm gonna guess part 4 is just like the epilogue, where it kind of like wraps things up in that like nice neat little bow. Everyone goes to dinner. Venti shows up. It's a whole thing. I think it might have just killed my Dehya.
Mingguang! We got everyone back safely!
We're the best. That's why you only hire the best. Venti! Yeah, that was Lantern Rite 2 years ago? Where it ended where, like, they're just having, like, a nice big like, dinner together with all, like, the major characters from that storyline. And then Venti just shows up outside the place and he's like, "Hi, I'm looking for a place to drink." And they're like, "Oh, Venti, we know you, come on in." And then Zhongli's just like, okay. "Oh, do you know this guy? Never heard of him before in my life. I see. Oh, Zhao, do you know him?" Nope, I don't know this guy. I don't know what you're talking about." Good times. Hey, Leakin, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I was doing the event quest. I'll be AFK, then didn't do it. Yeah, enjoy, guys. Ah, gotcha. Alright, take care, man. Where's Aiko? Doing her own thing, I imagine. Impressive work. You're quicker than I expected.
Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here at Yujing Terrace, but you seem as calm as ever.
See? And you thought she'd be hopping around like a slime. If I can't trust you, then I really don't know who I can turn to. My apologies, Leader Tianquan. I promise I'm not usually late for appointments, let alone by a whole day. I hope you can understand. No apology necessary, Director Hu. It was my mistake letting you go to the border by yourself. Don't say that. Even I didn't think the situation would get this bad. How bad is this bad? It reeks of wine. Indeed. Ow, I just stubbed my toe a little bit. I'd like to know, too, how dangerous is the situation we face, and how does it compare to the previous cases? Way worse. Like, way, way worse.
Huh? So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
Yeah, she's probably much better at cleaning it up. Well, don't forget, the border isn't part of the natural landscape. It's more like an old house that's gradually falling apart. So it requires maintenance every once in a while. Sometimes every few centuries, sometimes every other decade or so, and of course, that is the responsibility of the Wangshang Funeral Parlor. In the past, though, the worst it got was a few small fetter leaks. And it was an easy fix with our secret art. It burns it all away, no problem, but this time is different. Inside the border, like the whole world has been turned upside down. Do you have any idea what the cause might be? Not yet, no. Possibly the Abyss? I doubt it. I haven't found any traces of abyssal activity. I mean, except for the Hilichurl ghosts. That's pretty abyssal.
You're thinking about Natlan, right? It did feel kind of similar, but not exactly the same.
It's interesting that, like, many of the regions has its own separate afterlife. It's kind of funny. Must be because Teyvat has its own laws.
Is Liyue's border anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
Ah, yes, I've heard about the little I heard a little about the crisis. I almost read that as, "Oh, I heard about that little crisis." I don't think that very little, or if you say so, to each their own, I guess. I heard a little about that crisis, but as far as I understand, the Night Kingdom is a true realm of the dead, while the border is more of a boundary world between life and death. Yep, it's a Alright, chat, we're about to learn a new word today. How do you spell that? How's it pronounced?
Demarcation.
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 Okay. The action of fixing the boundary or limits of something. A dividing line. Thank you for teaching me a new word. Alright, chat, congratulations. We learned a new word today. To explain on getting Yoimiya 2023, I was kind of regretting it at first, but not now, I assume is what you're going with. Yeah, no. Yoimiya was, and will be slept on until the end of time, because she is given the worst banner timings of all time. And even with all of her reruns, she's still not accepted for some reason. It's kind of nutty. Yep, it's a demarcation line. Life on side, death on the other. I think it's supposed to be life on one side, death on the other, but okay. So if the border fails, souls will pour out, and the whole thing becomes a chaotic mix of life and death. Just like what happened all those millennia
No wonder
ago.
so many people have been aging faster than normal.
It's a symptom of death encroaching on the world of the
Then
living.
what should we do now?
Kill it. Kill the death. Burning away the fetter won't do any good, because it's an issue of the border of itself. Lady Tianchuan, any progress on the 7 and 8 gates method I mentioned last time? Yes, we deduced the locations of 4 of the gates, and we should be able to pinpoint the rest before long. Wow, already? The Tianchuan doesn't mess around. Risley's still not had good timing. He's run with Fury. Yep. Risley's having a bad time, too. I think people feel like AoE has a direct correlation to power level. Completely agree about Yoi. She's often listed as the worst DPS in the game, which is wild to me. It's funny, too, because she came out, and people were like, oh, she's, like, terrible. She's, like, the worst DPS in the game. But then there was, like, this weird window where, like, everyone caught on for a second that Yoimiya was great. And then everyone forgot about that happening, and now she's just considered bad again, and it's super weird. Nothing changed. She's still good. Because it's like, it's... The way you have to explain it to these people, and it's really easy, is you just remind them that she's ranged Hu Tao. Like, that's literally what she is. She's a ranged Hu Tao. So you just treat her like a Hu Tao. You play her in situations where Hu Tao's good. If Hu Tao's good, she's good. Is Risley Yoi 2.0? No, not quite. Because, unlike Risley, Yoi actually got reruns. They were just all bad. I think our Yoi 2.0 might end up being Chiori. Because she has the same, stigma. Risley doesn't really have that stigma. People kind of, like, generally, like, accept that he's pretty good. It's weird. I mean, I'm no meta whore, but I'm inclined to agree, but Yoimiya still performs well regardless. Exactly! Yoimiya's great. Yunjin making Yoimiya good again is a W. Well, even without Yunjin, like, she's had good options. I mean, Yoimiya, like, seriously, just Yoimiya National, man. Just put the good characters with Yoimiya and she performs. It's so wild to me. But, yeah, no, C6 Yoon and Yoi is amazing. Oh, that's a powerhouse combo right there, no doubt. But, like, it's weird. But yeah, you can throw, like a good team is, you know, Zhongli, Yoi, Yunjin, and Enabler of your choice. You know, I'm partial to Shincho because he's just... Vape is good. Yelan, same difference. I think, actually, given the circumstances, Seat Lolly might be a really good pick for her now. Instead of like, literally, you just can start replacing Zhongli with Seat Lolly and turn it into a melt team. You don't talk about Yelan. Look, regardless of me not liking Yelan at her core and not wanting her ever on my account, I will never downplay how good Yelan is. I know my biases, but I will always give people the honest truth when it comes to characters, even if I don't like them. Yelan is good. There are things she is exceptionally good at. And she's really powerful. Same with Alhaitham. I despise Alhaitham. I can't stand that man. He pisses me off every time he opens his mouth. Holy shit. But he's a monster truck made out of biceps. He's a powerhouse. You know, you just gotta be honest about these things. Even if you don't like a character, you gotta be honest. I refuse to turn this into a house of lies, you know? But alas, several strokes of good luck were involved. Our nation is blessed with good fortune.
Wait a second. That gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about that the one from the Sanctification of Tao Du?
That's the one. You've seen the state of the border. I can't think of another way to fix it besides a complete do-over.
Do-over? You mean make a whole new border?
Doesn't that that's gonna kill someone, though, isn't it? No, not the whole border, just the part that's been giving us grief. Which is just as well, reconstructing the whole thing would be much more difficult. So, tell me about these gates. The 8 gates refers to the 8 key nodes of the Liyue's ley lines. Life, death, repose, concealment, initiation, terrain, fright, and injury. They can be used to direct ley lines' energies. Oh, that's convenient. House of Allies, Elations, the Masked Fools. I think I understood that reference. I've been starting to run Hu Tao, Rosaria, Sucrose, and Seat Lolly. I might try swapping Yoi in at some point. Might be good. If you're doing Yoi, I wonder if you switch out Rosaria for someone who might give you a little bit more reach. Like you're less circle locked then. Though Rosaria's crit rate buff and just general application and damage is very good. So just something to keep in mind, something to consider. I like Venti, he is so good. Yes, that is a true statement. Venti is a good character. Opinion well said. Venti's good. I like Venti.
And the 7?
That's the requirement for activating the array. The array master will select one gate from the 8 to subdue evil, cutting off its exit path by using the ley line powers to obfuscate themselves.
What do you mean, obfuscate?
I'm pretty sure it means delete their save file. Venti and Ayaka is a great combo. Correct. This is a correct statement. Though, I think more specifically in freeze, but because, like, if you do freeze plus Venti burst, you get that effect where the Ayaka burst stays on the enemies inside of the blender and it gets ridiculous. I want to use Ayaka for exploring. That's a good idea. I like this plan. She's very fast. If you want another good character for exploring alongside Ayaka potentially, I recommend Sayu. She's very fun to explore with.
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again, taking the banished evil along with them.
Yeah, so you have to delete your save file.
So someone has to die for this to work? But you can't seriously be considering this.
Now, don't worry, that's the traditional interpretation, but people just assume that because the lone butterfly sacrificed herself. But let's not forget, we're purifying a whole-ass god. As bad as things are, it's still a far cry from what they had to deal with. Besides, the border isn't completely ruined, so we're only fixing one part of it. If you ask me, as long as the Array Master can withstand a huge blast of fetter, they'll be fine. Do you have any proof to back this up? My proof is that I know the most about life and death out of everybody here, unless anyone wants to dispute that. Oh, so literally, she's basically on like, look, no, it's not that you're sacrificing yourself, it's that you're going to get hit by the Big Bang attack. Or you're getting hit by Vegeta's Final Flash. If you can tank the Final Flash, you're fine. But you're still tanking the Final Flash, and if anyone has seen Dragon Ball Z here, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, just look up the Vegeta Final Flash Cell. You'll know what I'm talking about. I mean, Cell lived. Yeah, but to be fair, if he wasn't Cell, it would have killed him. If it was anyone else, almost, it would have killed them. Because even he's looking at that thing, oh, you're just a little baby, you can't hurt me. And right before it hits him, he's like, oh shit, boom! And he's like, oh, that's half my body! It, like, obliterated everything it touched on him, and he's like, oh! That's not good! I didn't expect that. I'm just saying, the Final Flash has a pretty good track record when you really think about it. Now I'm just imagining Hu Tao saying TFS Cell's line, oh my god, talking so much shit, and then right before it hits, oh shit! Oh no. God, I love Team 4-Star. It's so funny. So I mean, we can just pull out Baiju and he'll tank it, no problem. Yeah, Zhongli is the actual answer, because he'll just like... Did you miss? No, that hit you dead on. Are you sure? I think it'd be funny. Anyway, no one? Okay, good. Looks like we're all in agreement. In that case, we can plan our next steps as soon as the Tenchuan finds the remaining 4 gates. Director Who? Something to add, Lady Tenchuan? No, there's something else I'd like to ask you about, but it might not be my place to do so. So if you do not wish to answer, then please pretend I never said anything. Sure, what is it? Do you believe that today's border crisis could have anything to do with the Wuwang Hill disaster from over a decade ago? Uh-oh, she looks stressed. Any thoughts about the Shenhe Seat Lolly team? Shenhe Seat Lolly team? Oh, what was the Shenhe Seat Lolly team? Domain expansion. Remind me. Remind me of the Seat Lolly team. Yeah, Venti Burst, Mono Burst, Ayaka Burst, then the mob goes away. Yeah, pretty much. You do, in fact, put them into a blender. Anyway, what was the Shenhe Seat Lolly team again? I know you mentioned this before. I think it was like a Seat Lolly DPS of sorts, right?
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. Took a lot of lives, and all the survivors moved away.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to live in a destroyed village. That just seems not good. Oh, wondering if there is a Seat Lolly Shenhe team. Well, in theory, if you built your Seat Lolly for DPS, and then just let Seat Lolly kind of be a driver for other stuff in the team, I imagine it wouldn't be too bad. It could be okay. I don't think it'd be ideal, because Seat Lolly can't buff herself, right? Like, she doesn't buff any cryo damage, so you just basically she would be buffing your 2 off-fielders, and then Shenhe would be buffing Seat Lolly. So everyone's sort of like double dipping. So yeah, like, I think that's a good one right there. Seat Lolly, Shenhe, Benny, Fiorina. Something akin to that, yeah. It'd have to be kind of simple, because, like, you couldn't go too deep in it otherwise. Otherwise, you'd run into issues with, like, application and stuff, and, like, reactions not doing anything. So it'd be sort of like a freeze team, I guess? It could work. I could see something like that working. I don't know how good it would be. Mainly because I haven't really played around with all of Seat Lolly's ratios yet. I don't know how hard she can actually hit. If you just let her be a damage dealer. Anyway.
But that doesn't explain how Wuwang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it.
Ghosts? Phew. No, Lady Tenchuan. I don't think the 2 events are related. Excellent. Well, that puts my mind at ease. Everyone, let's meet here again in 2 days. We should know the location of all the gates by then. Alright, then. Well, I still have a lot of preparations to make, so I'll be heading back to the funeral parlor now. I don't think she's being honest.
If we're all done here, I'd better get going too.
So we ended up getting Lana and C1 and wished another Lanion by accident. So wait, who is we? Is that me, you, or somebody else?
Paimon meant to ask, how did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
explain,
owe
please.
you an explanation. Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later? I just need to write a letter to my family first. I want to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions I want to ask them.
Well, it wasn't by accident. It was definitely intentional, Link. It was 100% intentional.
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
Because I was aiming to see how many, if I could snag an extra con or 2 going into the free character selection. And we ended up grabbing an extra one off of the banner, and then we picked up one off of the not banner. Let's grab that. Yeah, so we're C2 right now, which gives us the infinite shield. So I do want to see what kind of damage we can do with her soon. But I want to try burning with her first, and then I'm going to try her on a more traditional roll later. I know I can make like a bajillion of these, so I just have to go craft those. As for the books, we're a little limited. all of our attacks hit like multiple times. You know what? Hold on. I want to make a comparison. Barbruh. Barbruh's my benchmark for this. Charge attack goes up to 266. And it caps out at, I think, almost 300, just over 300. So let's assume if we crowned it, it's 300. We assume it's 300. Just for easy math. So how close does this charge attack reach? How close does this get? So right now, it's 40, 80, 120. And it goes up by about 3% each time. So it goes up by 9% every time. Right now it's at level 2. So if we were to get 8 more levels on it. 8 times 9? 8 times 9 is 72. 72. So 72 plus 120. So, wait, 72 per level. Wait. Yeah, so it goes up by 72%. So 40, 80, 120. So it's not quite as high. It's decently high. Like, it goes up to, like, what, 190? It goes up to about 190% scaling on the charge normal. Mine's level 7, I can check for you. Oh, I got the math. I think I'm accurate. So we go, I think at 10, this goes up to be about 190. So if that's at 190, let's compare that to just another Catalyst character. I'll use Kokomi as a benchmark this time, because Kokomi's got a pretty... Yeah, it's lower. Okay, so she has one of the lower ones. So we're looking at a relatively low charged attack, which, for a swirling character, not super surprising. Wildly familiar. Must be Jinshi from Wuwa. Oh, neat. Getting that crossover character. You gotta, the voice actors getting their bag. I am me. He's me, and I am you. Oh no. Oh, so we'll be asking the questions, old man. Who are you? You is me, and that's what I'm saying. Oh, wait, I understood that reference, I think. Oh wait, hold on. There's a thing here. Oh wait, this is marking this. Oh. Wait, it's up multiple of them? Yay, I win. What do I win? I've won absolutely nothing. I must be thinking, it's her Prime, Jackie and Tucker, or Goats in Rush Hour. Rush Hour is a good movie.
Traveler! Paimon! Over here!
Use strongly.
Perfect timing. I literally just posted my letter.
Use strongly for what? Because I was benchmarking charge attack damage, not shield strength. Just as an FYI. Oh, for the launchers. Oh. Does something happen if you use strongly?
Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
Not specifically, no.
Well, yeah. Aren't the lawns of
Just see?
Chen Yuvale all extras
okay.
and Cheeman
It better be cool,
divination
though.
or something?
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Cheeman arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And yes, Wind Reader is listed as one of our ancestors in the genealogy.
What?
But my family are only distant relatives. We branched off from the main family line long ago. By my grandpa's generation, the only Cheeman he knew was a few parlor tricks.
I love some party favors.
Put it like this.
Win Radley.
My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf. But I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Oh shit. She's an internet artist. She gets paid. So people try to come up to her. Hey, can you draw my picture? I'll pay you an exposure. Oh no, poor girl.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu-Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay. But when it comes to longevity, everyone's readings suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave Grandpa quite a fright.
Yeah, I don't imagine, like, and your future says death in 2 years. That's not good. And your future is death in 2 years. Death in 2 years? What's mine? Ah! At level 8, her charge is 60.5. So, what about 180? So, yeah, it would go up to about 190. Just a bit over 190. Alright, catch you later, Sean. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome back. Hope to see you around more. Hope to see you around some more. The green accent on her irises makes them pop, not gonna lie. They absolutely do.
Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home, trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor.
I wonder if her dad or grandpa's an NPC you could have like ran into. That'd be
Right
interesting.
around that time, I happened to receive an invitation from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Who might know about
You know,
all
I
this.
said it before. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. She's got very pretty eyes.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations were correct all along, weren't they? The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the answer, because they could fix it!
Neat.
It's certainly looking that way.
Buy some Xiao lanterns.
Apparently, every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But so far, we are the only ones in the know.
Buy Xiao lanterns for rituals. I will buy Xiao lanterns, but not for rituals. We have our wishing spot. That's our ritual. And we will never, chat, what do we say about the wishing spot? Never disrespect the wishing spot. They're like coconuts? Really? I have another question. What's up with the figures? What's up with these homies?
Wait, that's the one I left at Miss Yingar's shop. It's actually a product of genuine Chiman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm.
Oh, we kind of took it away from him.
I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time. I guess it was meant to be. You're more than welcome to keep it if you like.
I stole Timaeus' good fortune. I'm kind of a bastard.
When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. So I made a rattan figure and gave it to the young master there.
Ah, so that's how that got there. The wishing spot gets results. Exactly.
Later on, I also sensed something similar around Timaeus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Who to Wuwang Hill, only to find she disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Qiqi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through. When I
plugged the
tried to
hole.
pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place, which I soon discovered was the border.
Oh, so she like accidentally fell into this. That's kind of funny. Does anyone have EU Stellar Reunion? I'm sure there's probably a few people who might. Woo-wong. How that man begged Yingar is beyond me. Good on him. It's because he's the Peanut Butter Gamer. Which, if you know who Peanut Butter Gamer is, if you ever look him up, him and Timaeus, man, I'm telling you, same guy. It's the same guy. Straight up, actually just the same guy.
We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Who. She'd lit some incense, and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff.
It was, it was her staff of Homa.
But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the fetter blocked off the way we'd come in, trapping us inside. Thank goodness you came to our rescue.
Yeah, that would have been awkward.
What an ordeal! Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on. Didn't you use some kind of illusion magic in the border?
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, that and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Qiqi art since she was little.
Well,
She's
Sprix
also
would
the
have
one I
Celeron
posed some
reunion on
questions to
EU,
in my letter back
but he doesn't
home.
play on the free-to-play account anymore. Nope. Yo, holy shit, it's the same. I told you it's the same guy! Peanut Butter Gamer and Timaeus is the same man. It changed my mind. Questions about the 7 and 8 gates method? Yeah, what's up with this
Wow.
shit?
Good guess. Yes. I want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured she might know.
Hey, look, that kid in the background. I remember him. I think he's the blacksmith's, like, apprentice now. Well, if I started enough from GTA 5 Payday is the stuff. I loved Payday 2. I played so much Payday 2 with my homies. And apparently Payday 3 is not very good, and that's sad.
Huh? But Hotel already told us it won't come to that. She said we just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of fetter.
Like, probably like an absurd amount.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Who for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes.
Payday 2 goes hard, so Payday 2 still preferred the people than 3. I think so, yeah. Which is sad. Like, honestly, like, I was actually kind of, like, thinking about getting my friends together to be like, yo, let's start heisting again. But every review is basically the game doesn't run well, it doesn't look good, doesn't play well, and 2 is still just better, and that's, like, all. But, yeah, we played a lot of it. I remember we were doing a heist, and we had this good plan set up, you know, one of us managing cameras and, like, making sure that none of the security alarms went off, one of us was gathering the goods, one was keeping hostages. It was going so well. And until we heard oops. And we asked my homie, he's the one guarding the back entrance, and we're like, everything good back there? And he's like, yeah, it's fine. And then we heard oops again. I'm like, oh no, what happened? So anyway, we go to make our escape out the back door. Everything has gone clean. There is a mound of bodies. Of just bystanders. Just a mound. I'm talking like 50 people. And I'm like, what happened back here? And he's like, they just kept coming by. People kept walking by. So he just decided that, well, if there's no one... you can't be any witnesses if there's no one left alive to witness. Holy shit. And thankfully, that was the mission we found out, that in Payday 2, you lose money for your payout if you kill civilians, but only the person who killed the civilian gets dinged. So, my buddy who did that didn't get a single dime from that heist. It was so funny. Payday has some lore with Left 4 Dead. Payday lore is so deep and weird. Also, God-Eye, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. One was keeping hostages, and it was going so well. Yep. Came to bed as bad as Nico and Patrick's heist in GTA 4. I was taken before you mentioned the bodies. It went south real fast. But we all got full payment for that, because everyone else executed that plan perfectly. It was just the back entrance and the one guy who just goofed the entire thing. But he didn't goof it, per se. It was a sacrifice. What top? Yeah, we were just talking about randomly Payday 2. Remember Mercy Hospital? Barely. Yeah. It's been a hot minute since I've played Payday 2, and I didn't get a chance to experience all the crazy endgame stuff they added, like the White House heist, where you had to like do the defense part, and the aliens and all that shit. Shit's so weird. The lore for Payday 2 is unreal. The Easter eggs are insane. Spicy Ka-ching, 74% crit rate on 215 crit damage. Ooh, not bad at all. Very spicy. Anyway,
Sure,
lore.
she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics. but she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan, and is keeping it to herself.
So what I'm hearing is she's basically a lawyer. She says a lot of things without saying anything at all. That was Payday 3, I haven't played it. We were just talking about that. Apparently it's not very good. Apparently it's quite bad. We got Payday Goat Simulator. God, I love Goat Simulator.
You mean, you think she lied to us?
Oh, absolutely! I don't think that. I know that.
I wouldn't call it lying per se.
Lying
but
through omission.
remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wuwang Hill from a decade ago?
She's Dutch. What does that mean? What do you mean she's Dutch?
Hutao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
Do you know anything about that
I
event?
just heard that there was a flood. But given everything that's going on, I think it likely had to do with the border as well. That would at least explain the strange
that shit
weather
is
going
haunted
on
as
at
hell.
Wuwang Hill.
Dutch van der Linde. I feel like I shouldn't say that. Alright, Google Translate. What does that mean? Nothing. Apparently, according to Google, it means nothing.
According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
So, do I do Zhongli, Shotgun, Yao, and Kaching? Yeah, that'd be an okay team. I think to start things off, yeah.
According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
Oh, you don't know Dutch from Red Dead Redemption? Oh, that cat Dutch. I thought it was like Dutch the language.
According
I was
to
very
the
confused.
judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
Oh, my bad. But I don't know Red Dead Redemption particularly well. I've never played it. Or Shogun, Yo-Yo, Kazuha, and Kaching. The Kazuha version probably would be working a little better for you. Though, I could go either way. I think that one boils down to preference, honestly.
I remember my cousin saying that around that time,
Cousin.
the Wangsheng funeral parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral. But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border.
Her cousin. She remembers her cousin. Cousin, do you want to go bowling? Ah! Prime knew it. Prime knew where I was going with that. Cousin, let's go bowling. To anyone who played GTA 4 and did not go bowling with Roman, you're a bastard. Absolute monster. He just wanted to be your homie.
Anyway, the
Oh my.
ceremony was hosted jointly by two former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu Tao's father and grandfather.
Look. Well, the grandfather is wearing basically the identical outfit to Hu Tao, only his actually goes down to his legs. Hu Tao wears that by choice.
Oh, really? Hutao's never mentioned her dad to us before. How
Oh.
strange.
According to the
So
judgment of the
there's more to the
oratrice
story,
mécanique
huh?
d'analyse cardinale.
It's time for Kachane to get some action on my main account. Do it, man. Make it happen. Faustin. Faustin. I wish I was able to finish GTA
But
4.
since she brushed it aside when the Tianquan asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic. I've only known her for a few days.
I guess we can go chat her up.
Huh? You think we should ask her about it? But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What if she shuts us out?
Well, then that's her choice. That's all we can do. Oh, we just keep poke the bear.
Hey, that isn't very nice.
Yeah, but when the option is, you know, being nice and then letting her, you know, maybe delete her save file, we're not going to do that. So, screw you.
All right, let's go find her and take it from there.
Trust me. Besides, you can't run the game well. Yeah, pretty much. That's the biggest problem. That's the only reason I wasn't able to finish it, was because the game just couldn't run well. And every PC update that came out just made it run worse and worse and worse. It was a train wreck. Qiqi disappointed me. She did well with... She disappointed you? Well, you only spent like 5 seconds with her, man. You gotta let it cook. You have to let it stew. Otherwise, you won't be getting accurate or good results. Who within Talon? Spriggs, Paimon, what's up? We haven't spoken in 5 minutes and you're missing me already?
Yep, so we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
If they haven't released the 2018 update, it's so very bad for Rockstar to obliterated GTA 4. And I don't know why. GTA 4 was good. Grand Theft Auto 4 was, like, really solid. It was just a good game. I think it says all they really give a shit about is GTA Online. Not even 5, just specifically Online. Because that's what prints money right now. Which is why, you know, the definitive edition for the GTA trilogy, like the PS2 trilogy, was so bad. It didn't get any budget. And they just, like, AI upscaled everything, and they didn't do a very good job of it. AI upscale is a very powerful tool. It is very, very helpful and very cool to use, but you gotta curate it. Something so amazing you wouldn't believe it, but I'm not showing you. What, is this a secret photo of me? Seriously though, you probably shouldn't joke about that. You don't want to jinx it. Jinx it how? Well, the people in this picture keep appearing in my dreams lately. And none of them are around anymore, so keeping you out of the picture is probably for the best. Alright, I'll quit joking around. Here, take a look.
Wait, are they?
Oh, Hu Tao, Grandpa Tao and Papa Tao. Or I guess it'd be, no, Papa Hu? Yeah, Papa Hu and Grandpa Hu. Jinx, I love her. I don't. Well, okay, maybe in, like, from Arcane, yes, but... Yeah, not League of Legends. Screw that game. They forgot the Midnight Club. Yeah, they did. I think they need to run a... I think I need to run a crit damage circle if I use Jade Cutter. Yes! If you're running Jade Cutter and you're running anything other than a crit damage circlet, why in God's name are you running Jade Cutter? Come on! Think with your big brain, Foxy. You can do it. You don't use your big brain. Don't abuse your big brain. Yeah, my dad and my grandpa. Without this picture, I'd probably have forgotten what my dad looked like by now. When he passed, I was still too young to understand what was going on. She wears her grandpa's hat. Everything I know about my dad, I learned from my grandpa. What happened to him? There was a border incident in Wuwang Hill about 12 years ago. My dad tried using the art of Homa to burn it away the fetter, but he slipped up and suffered a lethal exposure to it. He died on the spot. Oh shit, he basically got demon cored. I don't have a crit damage. Well, I think you know what your next goal is. Yeah, besides, I haven't watched Arcane League of Legends. For what I know, Arcane is a great show. I've only seen bits and pieces of it, but from what I've seen, it looked good. Also, yeah, so her dad literally got demon cored. Does anyone in the chat know about the Demon Core incident? Does anyone know about this? This is a real-life thing that happened. This is a real-life thing that actually happened. Because if you know about the Demon Core incident, this is I think this is supposed to be a parallel to it. Maybe not intentionally so, but like it is very much a parallel to the Demon Core. Which, it sounds like a fantasy thing, doesn't it, right? It doesn't sound real, but it's actually a real thing.
That's awful.
I feel like no one knows.
So, is that what made Wuwang Hill the way it is today?
Yep. His mistake didn't just cost him his own life, but it took most of the village out, and left lasting changes to Wuwang Hill itself. Uh-oh. I keep getting it mixed up with the Elephant Foot. Very different. Well, very similar, yet very different, funny enough. Demon Core scary. The Demon Core is scary. It's a scary thing. Now, granted, it's like a scary thing that no one in this chat room will ever experience or have to see in their entire life, obviously, but it is a very scary story. I have the right to have no idea yet, have be scared. I'm sorry, I'm going to share the Demon Core. So the Demon Core is basically like a nuclear-powered like device, and scientists were studying this thing, and they were doing like experiments with it. And the way it worked was essentially it had a shielding around it that prevented it from going nuclear and irradiating everything around it. And the only thing that prevented it from doing so was basically propping up a piece of metal. Now, the safe way of doing it would have been using an apparatus or device and safety precautions to prevent it from basically the Demon Core from closing and shutting and activating, basically. But the people working on it were cutting corners, and, you know, hubris gets in the way, and they were using a screwdriver to do it. So they'd done this experiment like 100 times with the screwdriver. So they're very confident. Oh yeah, very easy. Well, when they're doing this presentation, they have a bunch of scientists in the room and a lot of other scientists on the outside of the room watching in from like a dome. Like from like a staging area. The screwdriver slipped. And the Demon Core activated, which basically just he immediately got it open again, but he turned around to everyone in that room and just said, "I'm sorry, we're dead." Because basically they all got blasted with so much radiation that they cooked. Like, they just got radiation poisoning. And that's basically what they described what happened to her dad. He just got irradiated instantly because he slipped. His screwdriver slipped. True story. It's a true scary story, but like... And if I remember right, a lot of people survived it. But anyone who was, like, the lead scientist or the one with the screwdriver and basically anyone that was, like, close to it was basically... No, they were donezo. Like, they were just... It was over. They were jovered. It was game over for them. And then the other ones lived because the radiation was slowed down by the other people in front of them. So, literally, it got filtered. So, they still got radiation poisoning, but it was treatable still. So, crazy story, though. Oh, it's terrible. Now, keep in mind, this, I believe the Demon Core was from the... Yeah, I believe it was from, I want to say the 80s or 70s? Was it the 80s or the 70s? Maybe even the 60s? Oh, let me get a year for you on that. I am actually kind of curious now, because I don't remember now. It's a long time ago. The Demon Core incident. The crazy thing, there's video of this. There's actually, like, a video of it happening. That's the crazy part. Yeah, the incident was in second incident. I think the second incident's the well-known one. 1946. And the first one was in 1945. But yeah. Now, keep in mind, like, it's just like this shit, like, yeah, early... Oh, actually, no, like, it's shortly after World War II? 1945? Yeah. Yeah, so World War II ended in 1945. So, the first incident happened just, like, I think, just before the end of World War II, and the second one was about a year after. And I believe the second incident's the famous one, is the one that people talk about, the one that was, like, there's actual video of. Oh, maybe it was the first one. No, it was the second one. That was the second one. The fact that it happened twice, though. Self-love is the best love. True. Corpses don't talk. That is definitely a way of putting it. Now I can be chaotic wherever I desire. Very smart. But yeah, crazy story though. I was just looking at it. It's right up the road from me. Oh shit, no way. But yeah. Dear gods, the second one. Yeah, the fact that the incident happened twice. And I guess they didn't learn their lesson the first time, be like, safety precautions with this thing, because this was manufactured. There was lots of these things made, apparently. Because I think they were using it as a power source. I think that was the idea, was it meant to be like a way to generate radioactive energy. Or something to that effect. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But it's just the fact that it happened twice. Jesus. And the worst part is they know immediately. It's just... Oh, I killed us. I killed us. Oh, nuts. I've killed us. Because, oh, God. It's a scary story, though. But yeah, anyway, long story short, that literally happened to Hu Tao's dad. Literally. Only it happened outdoors. Which is not good. Thankfully, my grandpa managed to deal with the fallout, but that's not to say he escaped unscathed. He didn't even make it to 60 before he passed. Oh my god, this really is the Demon Core incident. Holy shit. This is literally a parallel to the first Demon Core incident. Where one of them, when the two people who were exposed, one was closer than the other one, so it got filtered through the other person. One of them died within 25 days, and the other one lived for 33 more years. It's the exact... Oh my god, this is the Demon Core. The afterlife is the Demon Core. What the hell did they mean by this? What did Hoyo mean by this? What a weird parallel. It can't be intentional, right? There's no way that's intentional. Right? Right? This is just strangely coincidental. So your grandpa was affected by the incident with your dad. Well, he never admitted it, of course, but given how fit and healthy he was before that, I would have expected him to have at least a few more years left in him.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
How could I not? It would be one thing if he was just a spoiled brat who never amounted to anything, but he was a genius. He was, and still is, the best spellcaster in our family for generations. Is it just me, or is this, like, really... There's, like, a feather effect on this. Is that just me, or am I going crazy? The background's almost, like, glowing. Anyway. Grandpa always called me gifted for mastering the Wangshang arts by the age of 8, but by that time my dad was 8, he was hosting rituals and incinerating Feder all by himself. Fixing the border crisis should have been a piece of cake for him, but he messed up. Who else is there to blame, if not him?
But maybe the question is, why did he mess up?
Direct sunlight? I think that's what was going on. It was bugging my eyes out for a second. I'm like, you ever just look outside and make that noise? Bloom in Genshin has always been a little much for me. That was the word I was looking for, Bloom. Thank you, Prime. Because he was an unworthy director. Every past director has burned away all of their belongings when they pass on, leaving at most 1 or 2 items behind. My grandpa, for example, left only his hat, but my dad left a whole pile of stuff, including this meaningless picture.
Doesn't that show how much he cared?
No. All it shows that he was unable to let go, and the fact that he couldn't let go is precisely why he failed during that ritual. He was too attached to his aging father, his young daughter, and the world we were all together. That's why he hesitated in the final moment, because he was afraid to die. He lost focus, and death won, taking his life and many others. Damn, okay, shit. Isn't Bloom one of the settings you can turn down? I think you're right. I think you're right. I'll double check after this. In this line of work, we know better than anyone how hard letting go can be. We see it all the time, but as funeral directors, it's the one thing we cannot allow ourselves to fall victim to. Like Grandpa always said, we should live life and die in death. Live in life, die in death. That's the whole basis of Wangshang Funeral Parlor's existence. Unfortunately, with my dad, these teachings went in one ear and out the other. He really let everyone down. Well, I don't think he was supposed to be dying in that moment, so he's like, I'm afraid to die! And then he died. It seems counterintuitive. Anyway.
You don't need to be so hard on him. Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
I doubt it. You're missing the point, my little Paimon. It's precisely because he's my dad that I choose not to hold back. We're getting some serious Hu Tao lore today. God damn. Wasn't expecting. We're here for a fun festival. I wasn't expecting it to get this heavy. Holy shit. Next, we're going to be talking about his ex-wife or something. Like, jeez. And then there was my mother. There isn't a father in the world who would disapprove of their daughter being outspoken. That's not true. That's not true. That's definitely not true. I like the I like what you get. I'm picking up what you're putting down. That's not true. That's not true. Because a father's biggest fear is that he's once not around, his daughter will never get to be that carefree, sassy little kid ever again. Okay, I understand the sentiment. I agree with the sentiment, but I don't think that one's entirely true. Depends on what they're outspoken about, honestly. I think there's some more. I think there's a little bit more nuance here than we're giving credit for, huh? So I'm going to keep talking trash about him all I want, and on the off chance he ever overhears me, I know he'll take some comfort from knowing that I never stop just being myself and living my life my way. Anyway, so that's a brief history of Wulong Hill for you. Anything else on your agenda? Thanks for actually opening up with us. That was helpful. That last line hit me hard because I'm close with my dad. That's good. That's nice. I feel that. You know, you get that. I'm happy to hear that it sounds like you have a good relationship with him. That's good. Did you think I'd hide it from you? Nah, we're better buds than that. Yeah, you're just hiding it from everyone else, though. Plus, you did just rescue me from the border, so I owe you big time. Answering your questions seemed like the least I can do.
Alright, in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Yes, in my highly professional opinion, yes.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
I feel like if she... I still think she's lying. Try not to dwell too much on this stuff, okay? There's still 2 whole days to go, so check out the street fair and enjoy yourself. You said yourself, remember? Gotta keep a reasonable work-life balance. Now, I'll be real with you, dog. You're the one who's like, well, as the Wangsheng funeral parlor, we have to be able to let go. Well, it's a little unfair to be like, well, you all have to let go of me, and I'm just gonna go delete my save file, and it's like, bro! That's not fair! Like, you can't just do that. You don't get... Stop that. I think Hu Tao is a martyr complex. It really starting to feel like it. Like, Hu Tao, chill. And on top of that, I don't think you have a protege, so shut. I'll see you at Yunjing Terrace in 2 days this time. We're gonna turn death to ashes. Alright, finally that one's over. That was a long one. That was a doozy. I'm almost scared to start the next one, because, like, I'm wondering if, like, we're gonna be stuck waiting for... Like, we're gonna be stuck in there for 3 hours. Like, hot damn. Shit's crazy. Does anyone know how long Part 3 is? And by extension, Part 4? Like, how much do we have left? Because I want to do them all, but I don't want to do them all... Like, I want to pace them out a little bit, you know what I mean? Definitely want to pace them out. I made DPS Lynette, but Pyro. How's that working out so far? Is it promising, or is it feeling a little lackluster? I don't know if I need to be up here. I'm looking for a telescope that I see on the minimap, but I'm not sure if... I think it might be... It's probably down, honestly. I can't actually tell. My eyes are so shit, I can't see anything. Oh my god, I was right. Interesting. Ooh, new motif obtained. How far out is that? Oh my god. You know, I'm gonna go investigate that. The other one I didn't investigate because it was in a weird spot that involved crossing, like, water and stuff. This one's not as far. I'm a fan of one part a day. That's sort of what I'm feeling. But, to be fair, We only did half of part 2 yesterday. So, you know... Sino? No. Yes. What the... I'm not going to talk to you yet, because I need to make a call. I need to make a card for you. So I'm pretty sure he won't talk to me unless I have a card for him, right? Now, where is those little guys we saw? I saw the little dudes. I want to dance with them. Where's the dancing lads? There's the dancing lads. It's my boy. Based on my own recordings, I'd say about 1 in 20 to 30 minutes for Act 3. So like hour and a half. Okay. You can make a card on the spot. I can, but I'm not going to. I had to come over here first. You, chat, please understand. I had to destroy the little guys.
No touching. We're way behind schedule.
I thought something cool would happen if I did that. I thought these fireworks would explode or something, but they did not. And now I'm sad. Why would you slaughter those people? Listen! They didn't have... Look, to all the British people who are watching right now, they didn't have their dancing license.
Next on
They
the
needed
agenda.
their dancing license. Alright, let's make an envelope. We want to design a new envelope, so we're going to go super purple on this one, right? Dear receiver. Your companion sender. Success in all your endeavors. And I can't put any of these motifs on because reasons. And now I just want a whole bunch of purple stuff. Wow, there's really just not a lot of purple stuff. Where's all the purple at? Where's the purple? Okay, finally, something that's purple. God. I don't know why it's like impossible to find things that are purple in this. Is there like a playing card? Close enough. Close enough. LA Lakers colors on this one. That'd be purple and yellow, right? Or I guess purple and gold. The Silchos were there for decorations. Well, I took the decorations down. So he's going to ask for a card, right?
Gift envelopes. Gift envelopes.
Hey, he's voiced! Huh. Still confused on why my envelope doesn't get to you. I don't know why you keep saying enveloper. What happened to the... What about envelopist? Hey, say no. I got a thing for you. That would be... This one? Dear Sino. Here you go.
Oh. Thank you. A happy lantern, right?
Same to you. Are you good, dude? Are you good, homie?
What's with the look on your face?
You seem quiet today.
No, not at all. I'm just following local customs.
Huh? What local customs?
Well, considering your gift, I thought it best not to push the envelope.
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I'm leaving. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going back in. I'm going back in! Get him, Dehya!
For it.
I feel better. Okay, I feel a little better. Moving right along. Okay. Okay, okay. Everything is good. Everything is fine. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of a team. Hey, Chef Mao, do you have a ham on you by chance? I feel like you might. You do just have ham on you. I'm gonna buy you out of ham. You also have crabs. We need those too. Do you have crab roe as well? That'd be really convenient. No. There's a vendor that sells crab roe in limited supply, I think. Hit them up too. I hate my YMC2 so bad. I like Sino. Sino's good. Good character. I kind of want him as well. I want him for, like, the biggest reason I actually want Sino is just so I have a concrete reason to run this weapon. I want to run Valid of Fjords, and I think he'd be great with it. Mondstadt has crab roe. I was thinking Mondstadt. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have you ever spent Mora? I don't think he... barely. Very, very barely. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a goddamn minute. Wait. Screw on you. What? Next partner. I see. I don't know to what end. I don't know what you're hoping here is. We're not doing any combat, but alright. You do you, mate. Was hoping to test some Kazuha today with the team, but I guess not. Alright. Hey, Squid, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Okay. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a goddamn second. Where... I think she lives near Wallman's, right? Sanders Stapp. I think it's up here, right? Wait a minute. No, he's gone. No touching. Exactly. Where did Peanut Butter Gamer go? Well, hello, stranger. Did you just come all this way to see me? Shame. This girl's still got work. If only we're after hours. Why don't you come feast your eyes on what we've got in the store? It's just a slap of lipstick and a dab of makeup compared to these beauties. Ah, I'll pass.
Why not treat yourself to a seasonal gift from Scent of...
Freezes your blood. Huh. Did Peanut Butter Gamer go home already? Weird. Man, dude travels fast. Wait a minute, I wonder if I had seen... When he was here, like, passed out in her house for that one quest, if I had gone to Mondstadt, would he have been gone? Well, since we're here... might as well. We can do another one. Let's go this color. Dear receiver. Sender. Happy Lantern, right? Yeah, that sounds about right for what she would want. Then we're going to give her some of that. We're going to give her one of those. We're going to put in that. I don't know. I'm not good at arts and crafts. I don't know what I'm doing. And... sure. I don't know what I'm doing. Sandra, you'd be the only person going to be willing to let touch her horns because she didn't pale you. Yeah, but pretty much it'd be like, oh yeah, you can touch the horns, all right. He gets impaled, and he'd be there bleeding out, going,
This should be
worth. Dear Eula, Happy Lantern, right, Sprix? Too bad I can't just add in Vengeance Will Be Mine.
This is for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. This is the first time I've received something like this.
Come on, declare vengeance.
I didn't expect to run into you here. Amber and I just split up to go shopping. We're bringing back gifts for everyone at the Knights of Favonius.
Ooh, what'd you get? Also, realizing Eula's voiced.
Some small trinkets and toys. Oh,
We
and
realized that yesterday,
some
I
tea
think,
for
but still.
Jean. It's from Chaoying Village. I heard that tea also has an energizing effect, so I thought it might be a nice change of pace for her. Still, the brewing process for this kind of tea is pretty complicated. The vendor had to spend a lot of time explaining it to me. Thankfully, I already knew a bit about tea etiquette, so I caught on relatively quick.
Cool.
Here, this tea cake is for you.
Ooh, tea
It's
cake.
from Chaoying Village. Amber really liked it, so I decided to buy some. We're going to check out the Mingxiao lantern later. Maybe we'll ask someone to take a picture for us. I would do it myself, but unfortunately, neither of us brought a camera.
Ooh, I have a camera. Huh. Neat. Neato burrito. Cool. Though I'm surprised it was like, you got me a present? Vengeance will be mine. Sounds really off? You think so? I think it only sounds off because she didn't declare vengeance, but you know. It happens. They can't all be winners. Now, to be fair, I feel like she's been getting, like, character development slowly, so she's declaring vengeance less, which is probably a good thing. I wonder if we can spy any other characters lying around. Also, I never did... Oh, also, that's on my mind. Oh, Tighnari. Okay, what did you take? Well, Sino's here. I guess Tighnari's here. That makes sense. Hey, unknown user. Welcome to the stream. Impasta sus. Pasta. I need some pasta. No, the S are bad. Zach Gordon, Tighnari VA says. Well, it's not the other guy anymore. It's not Elliot Gindi. You know what? What happens if I just give him an envelope I already made? Can I just give him another envelope? Can I just give him the amber one? Ah, I didn't expect to see you here, Sprix. Thank you for the envelope. It's lovely. Enjoying the festival? Sino and I have had a great time. We ate a lot of delicious food and bought quite a few gifts. Unfortunately, the harbor is a little too busy for this time of year. If I stay around the commotion too long, my ears start to hurt. I know that feeling. So I came here for a break. Sino said he needed to be alone for a while, too, to think about something. He came up with another joke. You tell Tighnari about Sino's envelope joke. Oh, they play off each other. That's cute. No surprise here. Thanks for the warning, Sprix. At least I can mentally prepare myself this time. Thanks again for the envelope. It's lovely. We'll take good care of it. Neat. Neato burrito. What? You know what? I want to take a moment of pause. Because I didn't want to talk about something. There's an infographic I came across some time ago. Tell my mother to stop watching Indian episodes of Jagdish and Anandi. Stop watching episodes of Jagdish and Anandi. I don't know what that show is. Maybe it's... Is that like, oh god, what is it, like one of those, like, dramas? With, like, the, like, way too much over-editing on every single, like, transition shot, and zoom in on characters' faces? Where it goes like, zooming in on someone's face. You know the ones I'm talking about. Okay, I want to look up least owned Genshin character. I'm looking for the ownership rate. Does it have the whole list here? It does. So, what I wanted to look at today, can we make this just a smidge bigger? Yeah, this will work. Ah! And I'll full screen it. Ah! It's sorry, the imaging is fighting me for some reason. Okay, that'll have to do. Yes, please. Listen, unknown user, I'm sorry. I don't think I can help you with that. I don't think I have the power to stop that. I'm sorry. Alright, chat, check this shit out. So this is a list of the most owned characters by ownership. Now, it's not updated for Seat Lollier, obviously. But there's some interesting data here that we can take away from this, especially on this low end. And that's more or less what I want to talk about. I'm going to see if I can find one that has the thing. Genshin character ownership. Alright, we have a sample size. Ah, perfect. This is the more up-to-date one, I think. Wait, does it have Seat Lolly on it? No, it doesn't. Sorry, I'm struggling. D is a beast, I get it. She is... Oh my god, she is a beast. The number of the beast. So, I'm looking for... I don't imagine there's going to be a 5.3 ownership rate yet, right? Because that data, I guess, technically is not really available. But let's go with the 5.2. We'll use the 5.2 one as my example then. So this won't include Seat Lolly. Or does this not include Malvika either? Oh, no Malvika either. I mean, it's fine. We already know Malvika is going to be high anyway, right? So it's not that one. Let me move this one over. So this is from 5.2. So no Seat Lolly, no Malvika, but we can assume that both of those are going to be relatively high, right? I think that's a fair assessment. Both of them are going to be pretty high. Tell my mother eyes meme, please. Eyes meme? Like, how can we see if eyes aren't real or whatever? Siegewin's lower than Shiori, possibly. So, we see this top end, and like, there's a couple of obvious characters here. Kazuha is obviously like crazy good. And I think this is based off of voting. So this is based off of like 100,000 players or something. Hold on, let me see. Sample size, yeah, about 100,000 players. Which is not the entire player base, obviously, but that's a pretty good chunk. So there's going to be some error on this, I imagine. Yeah, this is just the 5-star ownership rate. Because 4 stars have an element of a bigger element of randomness to it. There's a chance you just don't get a 4-star. A particular 4-star, right? So, and so it's not really a reasonable one. It's less than like 1% of players. Well, I know the player base is in somewhere in the millions, high millions. I couldn't tell you the numbers, obviously. I don't know. But it's an interesting little snapshot, right? This is an interesting snapshot because there is a lot you can infer of this, even if this is like not a full data set. Because you can see like 95% of players own Kazuha. That's probably on the high end. Like that's probably a little higher than it actually is, but it's a good representation. That's like, yeah, most dedicated players probably own this guy. Same with like Fiorina, Nahida, Stronk Lee. All the standard characters, like obvious, like that all makes sense, right? But then we go down to here, we get some interesting details. So Arlecchino is lower than I thought. Now, again, this is a snapshot. This is a snapshot of the player base, so it's not going to be fully accurate. Own is different than use. Also true. Also true. A lot of people will own a character and not use them. So, but yeah. Now, that actually raises that. You see, that's interesting too that you bring that up about the holding rate. About if you are the type of player, you're probably a lot more dialed in to Genshin Impact, right? You're much more dialed into the community and to the game. So to see Arlecchino down here, in a group of like much more dedicated players who, you know, go for a lot of the 5 stars and as well are dialed in a lot more, this is an interesting statistic to see. Yeah, this is not abyss usage, this is just ownership rate. It is weird, right? But something that you'll always see, no matter the use case, no matter the scale, there's some similarities. And it's like these guys. These guys and these guys. You'll always see she's low, Ito's low, Albedo's low, she's low, Qiqi's low. Like, there's a lot of characters that are universal. No matter what your sample size is, this always happens. So you can look at a bunch of different sources and samples, you'll always see this. Eeny, meeny, seedweeny. Well said. So, just some interesting little thing here. Also, worth noting, 30% of this player base owns Aloy, which means 70% of the people who took this thing either disregarded Aloy for the memes, or were playing after her release. So, interesting to note there. That is a very interesting thing, which is why you might see why Qiqi's rating is so low. A lot of old players own Qiqi. Because there was a time, there was a window where Qiqi was the pyro DPS, right? Yep. Technically speaking, Aloy's ownership rate only goes down from a percentage. Because more people start playing the game over time, more accounts are made over time, that number just goes down. It can't go up. But why do you think some of these are? Like, obviously, some of them are, like, because of reruns, right? But we have 2 characters right here that have run exactly once, and they're much higher than a lot of these guys that have had reruns. Ito, especially, Albedo, Chiori now, Sino. Like, it's kind of nuts. Qiqi, especially. Qiqi's probably, like, the biggest, like, standout here. She's had a lot of reruns. Qiqi has run a lot now. Owning Linny, he's not easy to play, at least for me. He's got some challenge in his kit, definitely. I think the biggest challenge for him, from my personal experience, his biggest challenge is building the team. But once the team is together and you know what your goal is and how you want it to run, it gets easier. But it's getting to that point where you're like, I have the team and I'm comfortable with what they're doing. Yeah, there's a very much a Geo trend here. There's a lot of Geo characters that are on this low end. And there's a couple of higher ones, right? Like, Strong Qiqi is up here, Shalonen. Even, like, I will say Navia is a lot lower than you'd think. Like, you wouldn't expect Navia to be down with, like, some of these guys. Alhaitham, too. Alhaitham is a character that I thought was really popular. Yoimiya's gone up. She's gotten stonks. Shalonen and Strong Qiqi are the exceptions. Strong Qiqi is an Archon, so he kind of gets the Archon pass, but, like, Shalonen's a monster. She's really good. Though, you know what? And there's another statistic I want to bring into this. Hold on. I'm going to go grab it. I should be able to find this one. Genshin Impact Character Sales. We are looking for the revenue chart. Now, I know this isn't always entirely accurate, because I'm pretty sure this is all based on a few different factors. And this ends off on 2024. Like, early 2024. Damn. Do we have one that is... No. Sales 2025. I want to see how they've been doing. I'm looking for their revenue results. Chaska got stonks. I mean, she's lower than Venti. Higher than Zhao. I mean, like, she lands like dead in middle. I don't know. Also, serious thing, Brittany Bonfire, if you ever want, like a workshop for Linny, just let me know. I'm actually pretty well versed in Linny, so if you ever want any tips and tricks, just feel free to ask. By all means, I'm more than happy to help. Let's see if I can find an accurate one. I'm having a hard time finding it. It seems that they're not being kept up to date so much anymore. That's unfortunately. Yeah, no problem, Brenny. Always happy to help. That's what I'm here for. But it's interesting, though, right? Like, you can take a bunch of different samples and different sources and stuff, and you're going to find some similar results. And I want to see what you guys think about this. Sprick's Tips and Tricks patent pending. Ooh, I kind of like that, actually. I kind of like that. Low-key, Prime? I might use that. I might use that. That's kind of neat. That's good. Rolls right off the tongue. So, looking at this lower half, we're just talking about the lower half. Is there anyone here... who on this lower half do you think stands out as, what are you doing here? Is there anyone in your guys' opinion that you see and you're like, what is that? Why are they there? Why don't more people own them? That's weird. Because I see a couple. There's a couple on this like list right here that make me go, that's weird. Milani, yeah. I think the only reason Milani would have any reason to be down here, well, 1.5 reasons. One, she only had one banner so far, which, you know, that could be a reason, I suppose. But the only other thing is that she was competing against Nervalette at her core, because she is very Nuvi coded in like mechanically speaking in role. So maybe some people were like, I don't know if she's going to be as good as Nuvi. So she had a tough fight. Maybe. Kanichi's really good too. And he beat out her. He actually beat out Milani here, according to this, which is wild. Now, I'm assuming overall she probably did a little better. If we were to look at a bigger sample size, I think she would actually overtake him a little bit, because his timing was horrendous. He had bad timing, so I think he might have done worse than it's going here. Clorand is a big one for being higher, because she's super strong. She was popular, too. People liked her. I think people were looking forward to Clorand for quite a while, so it's interesting. The real reason why some characters have less than the percentage of ownership than they deserve is more because they thought they were better or worse than they actually expected. That's a common trend. That's very common. But there's definitely a few, like, outliers. And the outliers is what I find interesting. Nilu is a massive outlier here. Like, what is she doing down here? Multiple reruns, has a skin, and is just exceptionally powerful. Like, she is so good. And she's one of those ones that first run, people didn't get it. But by the second run, people understood. They're like, oh, Bloom! I get it now. It took a few minutes, but like, yeah, it's interesting. I think also with the Nuvi nerf, probably players get money out of that, possibly. Because if I'm being honest, there are definitely some characters that I regret not pulling, even though I had pulls. Yeah, there are more characters that I regret missing, that I'm sad about missing them, than I regret actually pulling for. Right? I only own 6 characters of the bottom 3 rows. That's actually really accurate to my account, huh? Well, I mean, it may be skewed to some extent, right? Because it is, you know, a small-ish sample size compared to the whole player base. But I mean, like, it is a good indicator, right? The sample size is about 100,000. So, the sample size... So, this is character ownership based off of reports of about 100,000 accounts. So, it's like I said, it's not fully representative of the entire player base, but it is a good, like snapshot of just, like, what the numbers might look like. Because you can see a lot of, like, the top end and the low end, and you're like, yeah, that tracks. But, you know. Also, Wobaway, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Even though Nuvi's strong, only 73%. Yeah, because he's super strong, but he has a couple of things that hold him back, I think. Number one, he did, like, come alongside, like, right before an Archon. And, you know, your mileage will vary based on what you define as an Archon, I guess. But he did actually have some stiff competition, unironically. And secondly, he's a guy. And historically speaking, guys don't do as well. They just don't sell as well. Honestly surprised more people don't own Zhao. He's another one. He's another one that I describe as like an outlier. Interesting that Zhao is less ownership than Cloud Retainer. Kind of funny. Honestly, that's not too bad. Although skewed pretty aggressively towards the nerds who want to supply the data in the first place. That's something I actually said probably just shortly before you showed up. Actually, we're talking about that that the people doing this survey and answering this are definitely a lot more dialed in to Genshin Impact and how what's good, what's not as good, popular opinion. Like, they're more dialed in on the media side of things, so they know a lot more theoretically. But there's still some strange outliers that you legitimately be surprised to see, I think. Because if you know, it's like, well, if you're really dialed in, what's Nilou doing down here? Like, to the dialed in people, Nilou's amazing. So it's kind of surprising to see her just chilling down here. Same with Linny. Like, Linny's another one that's like, that's kind of surprising. He's like a top tier character. He's debatably one of the best units in the game. He's top tier. He's good. Why do I like Fontaine characters so much? Because Fontaine was a good region with a good aesthetic. Newer player pickups are so different on that release character pickups. Definitely. Recency issue is very interesting to consider. Agree. Yeah. Oh yeah. Recency bias. There's definitely there's something of a recency bias, I suppose, in that, because like but like, again, some new characters are lower than you'd think. It's like Shalonen way up here. And I know this stat was taken just before Shalonen and Seat Lolly's release, so they're not on here, but I would assume Mavuika's sitting up here. Right? Seat Lolly, I'm going to guess she'd be around here. Maybe a little lower. I think she might be even down in this crowd, possibly, even though she's really good. But when you're competing against, a GodCon, like, geez. Only missing Emily, Siegfried, and Arlecchino. They're fancy. The Freudian slip, indeed. But, alas, it's interesting, though. Like, standard characters make sense to be up here. Yelan, like, 75 plus. That's of the 100, that's 75,000 people. Right? That's 78,000, 76,000. Like, that's a lot of people who own these characters. And if you look down here, it's a big number in theory, but it's a much smaller number. Ito still surprises me. He's been down here forever. Like, if you look at his sales, if you look at any other metric and survey, he's always low. Shalonen is 78. Not according to this, but this was remember, this is a snapshot. 72. Yep, Shalonen is on this chart, and it's 72. Not 78. Thank you, I can read. Thank you, Sander, I can read numbers. Sander, I'll have you know, I'm actually quite good at numbers. I'm literally an accountant. Like, give me some credit here. Goddamn. Like, goddamn. Also, all the Bloom variants, spread, and mono teams kind of have a high floor, low ceiling problem from the perspective of the meta slaves, which is interesting, because as far as, like, her ceiling is concerned, her ceiling is much higher than a lot of them. Like, she is up there. For Nilou specifically, like, she is really up there. I think people, like, I think they downplay her. I think she gets downplayed quite badly, unfortunately. But it be what it be. I feel like anyone who had Ito picked up was in his release banner. Probably. Few exceptions, but I think majority of them, yeah. But, like, Ito's good. Like, Ito was good when he came out. He came out with Goro. And everyone I know with Ito swears by him. And I've seen him rock. I've seen him operate. He's got them damages. He may have noodle arms, but he don't swing like he got noodle arms, you know what I mean? But, like, there's some on here that, like, still baffle me. Albedo kind of makes sense. Siegwin... Well, Siegwin is very much the meta-slave kind of thing. The one and Oni. Damn straight, Brenny. Damn straight. Also, Sprix, you mind looking at my Nahida in a minute? I just want some opinions. Oh, yeah, sure. Hook me up with your UID if you haven't already. Preferably in DM. I got a lot of DMs on Discord, so it might have been buried, so... If you can send that my way, I'd be much appreciated. Preach Prime, thank you. Man, I pulled for almost every Fontaine character, and then there's Natlin, and I skipped every Natlin character except Seat Lolly and Milani, and I didn't get it. Oops. He was neat, and I really wanted a new DPS at the time, so I went to 50-50 on him and won. He's good. Like, he's one of those guys, you need investment on him. Like, you put in the work, though, God, he's worth it. Hey, DBZ fan, what's cooking, man? What's crack-a-lackin'? Well, like, man. It's interesting, though. This is, like, such an interesting snapshot to me, because you look at this and you're like, huh. Now, let's talk about Risley in this spot, though. How many people... People are kind of hyped for him right now, right? People are excited to see Risley come out of cryo jail. Do you think his ownership rate goes up by much, or no? How much do you think that 12% goes up by, if any? Serious question. Because Eula had a very similar treatment, and that needle did not move. I think it will. Interesting. Nah, it won't change much. That's my thought. Same thing happened with Eula. People were excited that she came out, and then they didn't roll on her. I mean, I rolled on her. Obviously, I rolled on her, but, like, you know... Of course I rolled on her. To me, actually, it's not too interesting. I would have some higher, but it's mostly the same. I think it's interesting just because it's a cool snapshot. It's interesting in the fact, not just because of the order, but because you get a chance to see, like, well, what is the general consensus here, like? And you get to talk about and think about, well, why are they low? Why are they high? Yeah, so I'm eyeing on Risley. I feel like either a small bit or a medium bit. Interesting. People like the cryo jail meme more than the character. Yeah, I think the same thing happened with Eula. I think it was just like people are more into the meme rather than the character itself, which was sad because Eula's low key kind of good. I mean, yeah, physical's got weird problems, but I mean, shit, man. It is kind of fun to dumpster, you dumpster things with her, man. She gets to, basically do the thing where she steamrolls people. It's great. So, I don't know. I will say Chaska's higher than I expected. Chaska's much higher than I expected. Given the general negativity that I was constantly seeing for Chaska, I am actually surprised to see her as high as she is. Like, to me, it's quite understandable Nilou is so low because she wants Dendro Hydro. Most don't like that style. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's entirely true. Because, I mean, Dendro and Hydro is like the core for a while there, right? And, I don't know, maybe, I guess, mileage will vary, I guess. I don't know. She still clears content, but not to the extent that a character can trash. Eula is kind of trash. Well, I wouldn't say kind of trash. Listen. She can dish out hits that makes a lot of characters blush, okay? You're hitting for 20-30s and then 20Ks, 30Ks, which is pretty okay. And then you just drop the 400k bomb on someone, and then they're like, oh, ow, okay, it's dead. Is she better than a lot of the other characters that are popular? Absolutely not. I'm not even going to pretend like she is. But she is the best use case of a physical character by far. And I mean, if we bring C6s into the equation, which I know, unfair, right? Completely unfair. But she does hit the biggest number. Her damage per screenshot isn't even that good in 2025. Yeah, back in the day, man. It was a different time back then. I think the fact that it's physical still gives it that, like, ooh-ah factor, because you just don't see that normally. she is the only one that you get to see a number that's just like plain. It's just like, oh, it's a white physical number. It's a big physical number, damn. It's a novelty, right? It really just becomes a novelty at best, which is sad. I think she's fixable though. I think there's a lot of solutions to get physical back on the map. But that's a different conversation, right? That's not what we're here for. Most liked Hyper Bloom, aka Electro, Sino for gameplay, for timing, Ito for element, Linea's bow. Yeah. But interesting. Actually, you know what? It makes you wonder, actually. Because Sino's timing issues wasn't really immediately obvious. Unless you were super tuned in. So it's very interesting that, like, I don't think a lot of regular players own him either. It's kind of weird to think about. Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. I'm a physical enjoyer, so am I. I started this game with a physical character. My first character was Physical Rosaria. So, I'm right there with you. How to fix physical. Add more non-physical resistance enemies. Honestly, it's a good start. That'd be a good start. Okay, we've added an enemy to the game. Is that physical resistance? Yes. God damn it! Sino's timing issues aren't huge. Unless you're in multi-wave abyss anyway. For the most part. Again, your mileage varies. But again, it wasn't immediately obvious. Unless you were, like, hyper-tuned into the game. So, makes you wonder. My first 5-star was Eula, and she's physical. It's good. Honestly, not a bad character to start with. Weirdly enough. Razor is my goat. I'm still working on making his physical plunges hit 100k. Ooh, Plunge Razor. Plunge Razor. I think that sounds fun AF. I wish I could do Plunge Eula, but it doesn't work. Because Eula's burst does not trigger from plunges. And that makes me sad. But yeah, Eula's still solid, though. She can get the job done. She's not perfect. She doesn't answer every problem. But the problems she does solve, she solves them well. To be fair, Sino's supposed to be a god slayer, but even Nahida's Tri-Karma wears off before Sino's path clear. I mean, here's the thing. If you're running like a Nahida Furina combo alongside Sino and any other support, preferably a healer, like, you have a monster truck team, but it requires a lot of 5-stars. Now, granted, the 2 5-stars that it requires are absurdly popular, so he's just like a natural injection to it at that point. But that's a different conversation. Yeah, imagine if she did stack, though. It'd be amazing. Instant pull for me. Hell yes. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I would like that timeline. But alas, we don't live in that timeline. We live in the different timeline. The one with the Cybertruck. Which is a very ugly car. But anyway. I sent my UID. I did see your... I saw your message. I will double check to make sure I got it. And I have. You're good, man. We will cover it soon, Prime. Do not worry. I do want to finish up the talk here, though. Any other characters stand out, though? Before we move on, is there any characters here that, like, stand out as, like, odd ones out? Like, wow, that character's really high, I'm surprised, or that character's really low, I'm surprised? Because Linny is a shocker for me. I will say, I know he's, like, he has a niche, but it's not a bad niche. I don't even like Eula, and even I admit that she's the best potential nuke damage dealing character. Yeah, I mean, granted, it's, again, that's C6. But, like, when you're dropping casual 4 millions, it's like, it's pretty good. Yeah, Arlecchino's lower than I would expect. Because she was hyped. Sino's a little surprising, but not as surprising. I'm back with food. Hey, welcome back. We're just looking at the ownership rates for characters. And talking about, like, the surprising nature of it. Linea's a bow and mono pyro. People don't like that. Who are these people? Sander. Are they in the room with us right now? No, but seriously, though. Child kind of surprising. Most meta players would have gone for him in 2022. It shows how many old accounts don't play anymore. There's a good amount of truth in that. And he is one of the most rerun characters. Like, holy shit, he has had so many reruns. Like, it was like a meme for a little while that, like, alright, new characters coming out, better rerun Child. So, that tracks, actually, that a lot of older players probably aren't as invested anymore. Or at all, for that matter. Cool to see Kokomi's moved up in the world. Kokomi used to be down here, but she's tucked away up here now, right with Yaimiko. I mean, actually, yeah, the AOA stats, which actually ironically lines up with our boy here. One might even assume if someone owns Aloy, they probably own Child. Not necessarily, but like there's an interesting correlation that could exist. Yeah. Yeah, the 30%... Actually, wow, this is actually a perfect summation, actually. 30% of the 100,000 players that took this survey, so about 30,000 players, were playing back in the 1.0 patches, the 1.x patches, are old accounts. Crazy, huh? Is it me? I have both of them. It might be you. There's a slight difference between them, so there's like a 0.4% variance. I'm in the 0.4%. Did you know that Mavuika is the fastest normal attack using character? Really? As a Claymore character, too? That's wild. That's surprising. I mean, I don't own Aloy. Sat on her mail for a full year before it timed out. You actually let it time out. Oh my god. Was it like in protest? Like, what was the thought process? That's crazy. That's strong. That is super strong. Oh my god. I kinda respect the hustle. Like, unironically, I just want to know, what was the reason? What compelled thee? Alright, well, let's go ahead and unfull screen this. Now, keep in mind, this is on Reddit. This is a Reddit post. Ganyu is another one that... Yeah, Ganyu is kind of low. Lower than you'd expect, anyway. Alright, let's get this over here. So, this is Primbus. Alright, Primbus. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? I heavily dislike the red backdrop. Of all things. Okay. You know what? Damn. Damn, well, okay. Shit, that's just what it be. My Nahihi? Alright, Nahihi is level 80 out of 80. She is a character I would consider taking up to or near 90. You know, 81, even, like 80 out of 90. She's definitely worth that investment, but beyond that, EM is fine, but... okay. This is okay. Like, this is fine. But you might consider trying to sneak in an extra EM piece. At least. Maybe even both. More EM is more good on her. Like, you really want to hit that 1,000 EM if you can. 1,000 EM is the sauce. So I meant only as in Claymore. I don't want this to sound misleading. Ah, thank you. Thank you for the correction. Thank you for the correction. I was definitely thinking EM Goblet. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Now, I will say the reason why I think going EM Hat is fine, too, is because she actually gets crit rate from EM. She gets a little bit of crit rate and crit damage from her EM stats. So it's actually probably worth going all in. But, again, that's somewhat up to preference. But I do personally like going hard on EM. I see Noelle. Oh. Ooh, we're going to look at Noelle. We got to look at Noelle. My Noelle is it going to make me mad? Prime, is it going to make me mad? I don't like the idea of IP soup. It works in games like Kingdom Hearts. I don't like it anywhere else. A lot of my characters don't have any pieces right now. Is this gonna make me angry? Be honest. Be honest. You can roast me if you want. Look, if I'm start looking at someone's account and I see Dehya or Noelle, I always have to look. Ah! Well, actually, at least you have a 4-piece set on. It's better than I expected. Fav Greatsword. Blech. C6, though. Weirdly invested. Talent-wise. Bad stats. Make Sprick Sag. This is salvageable. Absolutely salvageable. You fill in this gap here, you throw a real weapon on her, and you're basically good to go. Yeah, I know you want to have the ER, I get it. Get her on a real weapon. She deserves a real weapon. Give her, like, at least give her a white bind or something. White blind, rather. And if you're not willing to go that far, I mean, like, God, throw on some, I missed Stone Thresher. Okay. Oh, God, my poor Noelle, my darling. I can't believe you've done this to me. What happens if I click this button? Okay. Interesting. Well, anyway. White blind is fugly. You're fugly! Take that back! Take that back right now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. White blind looks fine, though. Like, actually? Like, once you level it up, it looks okay. Why can I not find my white blind? Where did I put it? There it is.
According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse corridor.
Okay. I think it looks fine. Could you please tell me what fugly means? Like, that's supposed to indicate two names of the same. It's a conjunction. It's not a real word, but it's basically a conjunction between the word effing, like the F word, and ugly. You're effing ugly. Is what it basically means. Never I meant it. Oh my god. Bailiff! Remove his retinas. I think you're blind. I think you're about to have no retinas. That's what I think. I mean, like I said, the actual answer for like a, if you don't have Stone Thresher and you have a few dollars to throw around, it's Serpent's Mine. That's the actual answer. Wolf's Gravestone can be okay, but it's not, like, usually the sauce. Unforged is uncharacteristically, like, okay as well. And... this is also okay. Skyward Pride is not bad. Fav looks best on Noelle, changed my mind. I mean... I don't know, man. Stone Thresher looks kind of sick on her. Yo, but what if? Thousand Blazing Suns Noelle? I mean, like, I feel like this is, like, the most accurate one, right? Because she is the sun. I just gotta accept it as a trainee teacher from someone who is literally next to my college, who has the same name as my college's name, but used for high school. Huh, neat. I'll die on the Fav Greatsword Hill, but I really want a Stone Thresher. Looks good. Okay, you know what? I disagree. You know what? Here's the best weapon for... This is the best looking weapon on Noelle. I think we can all agree, right? I think this is it, right? Like, this looks incredible. What do you got for me? Let the maid cook, I guess. Exactly. What other weapons could look good on her? Like, unironically, if we're just being like... Okay, but... Hold up. Debate Club kind of... Wait, hold up. Debate Club, like, look kind of good, actually. Wait a minute. Yo, why does Debate Club look so good on her? Wait a minute. Like, the color scheme, like, matches incredibly well, actually. Wait. Wait, hold on. That's not right. Sorry, but the luxurious Sea Lord looks fishy to me. Bailiff! Tickle his earlobe. I've never seen a leveled up debate club. Yeah, this is from my like early Genshin days. This is like way early when I didn't have weapons. Debate club has green on it, and I hate it. Really, I don't mind the green actually. I think it fits just fine. What else do we got? Sack looks weird. Oh, Lithic Blade looks kind of okay as well actually. Wonder how it would look leveled up. I should do that sometime. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Fab Sword does look nice. Fab Claymore does look nice. I wish there was more characters that legitimately use this thing well, but it is fine. That makes no sense. Bell looks good. The bell is a good-looking weapon. Say what you will about this thing, this weapon looks slick. Well, hello, Zumi. Hi, Zumi. How can I help you? But anyway, it's a good-looking weapon. It is such a good-looking weapon. I wish this thing was good. I wish this thing was good. It's just not. Because it just doesn't have a home that makes any sense. Because you need an HP scaling character that is a DPS that also can generate a shield, and the character just doesn't exist. Case in point. I think this low-key looks okay. Not necessarily the best on her, but it looks like the sword itself looks alright. This is so good for evil Noelle. Like, this is like the weapon you would put with, like, your Noelle if she was evil. You're like, evil Noelle can't hurt you. Meanwhile, evil Noelle. Hi, Zumathan. What you doing? Also, can we talk about something for a second? Noelle has proper sleeves. I mean, she still has, like, the open back, which is, like, whatever, but, like, the sleeves themselves are actually connected. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? Let's see. Talking Stick is, like, a more advanced debate club. It kind of works. Mailed Flower is a pretty sword, but not really what we're looking for. Definitely not that one. Okay, hold on. Hear me out. Alright, chat, hear me out. Oh, hi, Zumi. Is it nap time, Zumi? Is it nap time? Is it nap time? I think it's nap time. Oh, good girl. Like, actually, hear me out on this one. Hear me out. This kind of tracks from, like, a lore perspective. Think about it. Noelle has a boob plate with cloth physics, and it pains me. Yeah. Yeah, fair. Fair, very fair. But I'm just happy to see that there's characters with sleeves that actually connect. For me, it's the sleeves thing. I'll show you what I mean for those who may not understand. But, like, look at this thing. This actually tracks from a lore perspective. Because, like, she's a knight in training, so she should have a cardboard sword to train with. And then as we wrap up, that kind of works too, actually. Huh. Anyway. Ooh. Love me some Skyward Pride. Also, evil Noelle can't hurt you. She's not real. But, like, God, you look through all these, like, a lot of these characters, and... Oh, you have sleeves. Like, she has, like, these aren't gloves. These are sleeves. But they don't connect to anything. They're just sleeves for the sake of being sleeves. Diona has them. Ooh, she might not have them. I don't think Chlorand has them. I can't get... I don't think... Can I get underneath? Can I get underneath? Can I get a camera angle underneath without being creepy? Well, looks like we're in the clear anyway. She has them. She normally doesn't have sleeves, but... Sleeves aren't connected to anything. One sleeve is connected, but the other one isn't. Guess what? Sleeves aren't actually connected. Your use gloves. Yours can be debated to be gloves. I'll give that one a pass. I swear to God, if he was doing it too. It's not every character, but there's enough characters that make me go, eh. Your sleeves aren't connected to anything, I don't think. Well, I guess it's part of the jacket. Okay, you know what? You get a pass. You barely get a pass. But, like, it's a character trope. It's not in every character, but every character I notice it and make me go, eh. Sleeves aren't connected. Look, let me be real. Cold shoulders tops are actually S tier. You know, I've never met
I
a
wonder
woman
when I'll be as tall as my...
who wasn't freezing cold. And then they wear something called a cold shoulder top. Why would you do this to yourself? I don't understand. Explain to me. Why would you do that? I'm cold. What are you wearing right now? Cold shoulder top? Are your shoulders cold? Yeah. Ah! Barbruh's collar, though. Let's take a closer look at that. I always forget this thing is like this, but and then I get reminded of it, and also just I don't know what. Your sleeves are like almost connected, but they're not. Wait, no, they're not. No, they're not. It's a shawl. No, her sleeves aren't connected either. Thank God your sleeves are connected. Nah. Nah. It's a glove. I'll give you a pass. Ah! Ow. You see what I mean, though? How many disconnected sleeves do we need? Why is there so many of them? And you look at Jean, you're like, oh, Jean, she's prim, she's proper, sleeves aren't connected. Look, I will send you to the Shadow Realm. Alright, listen. Barbruh caused me physical pain. Also, do they mean cold shoulder as in burr or cold shoulder as in ignore? Good question, actually. Probably the former, not the latter. But I'm only guessing. Because I wouldn't know. I can't believe I've been called out like this. Look, listen, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, okay? I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. But yeah, seriously though, it's just to all the girls in my chat right now. Why are you so cold? As in burr. And are you cold right now? Because it is just a common thing, and I don't know why. I have never met a woman who isn't freezing cold. Why is that? Does anyone here know? Is there a science behind this, or is it just like a thing? I legitimately want to know. This is a real serious question. I think we've been on Ayaya a lot enough, I think. Yes, I have a blanket on me. It's just... Sorry, it has to be this way. Stares condescendingly. Damn. No mercy. Considering the point of the top is that it's a sweater with the shoulders cut out, 100% burr. 100%. Comfort or an excuse to steal a boy's hoodie? Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn second. Bro, just now realizing even Hu Tao's hands were cold, apparently. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn second. Wait a minute. Were women designed to be cold by the universe? Just in the interest of stealing hoodies? Was that the whole point? Was this what this was all about? Oh my god! Women evolved to steal hoodies. The natural evolution of women led them to stealing hoodies. This makes so much sense. And you know what the worst part is? It's one of those things that's like, it's a stereotype of sorts. It's a funny stereotype. It's harmless, but like at the same time, why is it so real? Is the real reason girls, like, date guys is to steal their hoodies? I think it is. I saw a post. There was this guy posting about how smart he thought he was. He was like, see, every time I buy myself a new hoodie, I always buy a second one for my girlfriend. So I don't have to give her my hoodie. And then the first reply was, you idiot, you just bought her 2 hoodies. And I'm like, wait a minute. Get played. Get outsmarted, scrub. Literally outsmarted. Didn't even stand a chance. Can you make Cloran's gun infused with pyro? The gun? No. I wouldn't think that you could. It's also so we can steal their warmth in general. This makes sense. Yes, you can. Oh. But how would that work? Because is it like is it like her normal charge attack or something? Use her gun or something? Is that why? Is that what it's like? What you're talking about? Yeah.
Wind strike.
Okay, I get it.
As one with wind and cloud.
Access denied.
If only these enemies didn't die so fast.
I can fix this.
Can actually get some damage tests here. Yeah, I don't have Chlorine on a team yet, but we're gonna get her on one soon. Yo, deadass, I had my hoodie somewhere and I can't find it now. I'm scared. Oh god. Oh my god. Now you gotta try Betty infused Chloran. Yeah, well, give me a sec. I know I'll be coming back to this team eventually, but I'll just throw her in here very temporarily. Let's just science this real quick, so... Yeah, she does like that, like gun bullet barrage thingy bob. Oh, I also came down here for a reason. Bear with me. Man, she's just really good at breaking rocks for a sword character. I don't know why, but still, it's surprising. I don't even have a girlfriend, help me. Well, I don't know. Do you remember that ad you might have accidentally clicked on that said, like, you know, attractive women in your area? I think they were actually, I don't think it was an ad, I think it was a warning. Salt the window and doors. It wasn't an ad, it was a warning. Alright, I just want to see what the infusion would do. It's like, I'm not going to get any good, accurate reading because she's not leveled up. It's going to be all skewed and messed up, so... You can't prove that, streamer. Can't I? Can't I? Cornelius! I'm sorry. But what if your name is actually Cornelius? If there's anyone ever watching my stream named Cornelius, I just need to say, damn. That's crazy. So apparently Pyro Lynette is better than Pyro Chlorine. I'm not particularly shocked. That's not exactly what I would call a shocking revelation, you know?
Get to work.
Okay, I just need... I mean, it doesn't really have any, like, actual range, but, you know... That's funny. That's a funny interaction. Because it's technically still melee. According to the rules and the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse card now, it is in fact still melee. What a wild concept. That's funny. Not particularly useful in any way. I don't see that actually going anywhere.
According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
Exactly.
According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
There's still a long road ahead.
You're not wrong, Foxington. I've played Lynette with Beto, Candace, Auroron for Hydro Infusion, Electrocharge. Because she, like, lends herself pretty well to, like, infusions and stuff of, like, other elements. Her own C6 infusion is kind of mid, but like the rest of it though actually fits. Because she can just drive, right? Just throw out some animo stuff and just, you know, hit people. It gets the job done decently well. Yep, I am in fact Pavlov. I've been Pavloving my chat this entire time. You've been Pavloved. Get Pavloved! Okay, hear me out. What if I use my Lynette on floor 12 with Benny? It, depending on the rest of the team, it could work. Depends. It also depends on what you're up against, right? Also, I'm just coming over here real quick. I want to see what the Kazuha damage buff is like. I want to see if it's any good.
Neutralize. Fresh and floral.
I didn't.
Born of ice and frost.
Execution there was not good. Yeah, I don't think that works out as well. But maybe I honestly think it's because I scuffed the. I think I scuffed that rotation pretty bad. So that was not ideal. Not ideal. That's okay. We'll try that. I'm gonna try it again. Sprix, can we all have our Mora allowances? You already get a Mora. You're already getting your Mora allowance. What do you mean? When you join the stream, you get your Mora allowance. Listen, I always tell you kids, don't spend it all in one place. And what do? You spend it all in one place. Especially Foxy. Especially Foxy. Mora stimmies. Yeah, no, you're not getting no, you ain't getting any... Y'all ain't getting any Mora bailouts from me.
Extract.
Alright, let's try this when the rotation is just a smidgen better. That's not bad. I still think Benny is, like, the best one to do this with so far, but, like... I don't think Kazuha's a slouch there. He's doing good damage on his own. Plus the swirls. Good for grouping, which is better for Ganyu in general. So you know what? I think this is... I think it depends, but this is alright. Well, I like to be broke. Foxy, why must you turn this into a house of lies? For those who turn this into a house of lies, I will throw you into a house of flies. Foxy likes being... I like being broke. Okay. You mean I'm not lying? Yeah, you love being broke when you can't do the sound effects you want. Or, God forbid, if you're in real life and you're like, I want to buy a video game, and you're like, I'm broke. I can't do that. Sag. That is some maidenless behavior if I've ever seen it, yeah. That is maidenless behavior. Unbelievable. But anyway, how you guys liking Lantern Rite so far? Unrelated question, off topic. How you guys liking Lantern Rite? How are you vibing? This Lantern's Rites for me has been okay. I'm not calling Foxy out like that, and I do it again! I do it again, and none of you could stop me. Ooh, whoa, whoa, Kazuha, what was your ankle doing there just now? Holy shit. Ugh. Okay. Okay, that looked weird for a second. It might have been my imagination. Probably just my imagination, right? It's so-so. I like last year's more. Yeah. It's not the best Lantern, right? But it's playable. It's alright. I wish I could time out Sprix. No. I could time myself out. Yeah, it's actually really, really easy for me to time myself out. I just literally have to go... Just go down here and push this button, and... Ah!
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
You killed me! I can't believe you've done this. I trusted you. And now the chat's on fire. Oh my god. Ayo, what have you done?
Tuned to accompany them.
Ayo, I trusted you. Why have you betrayed me so? Oh god. Also, why are the rats on fire? That's not very nice. Damn, that's kind of messed up. That's kind of brutal. Damn. Well, since chat's distracted, I'm gonna do Genshin. Limited time rewards available ending soon. Oh, it's the exploration stuff, which we are totally on top of. We are completely on top of that. Oh, that got you guys' attention. Yep, it is that time, in fact, already. It is the time for Genshin. Genshin. I'm up here now. Twist electrical fire. No! Yo, don't joke about electrical fires. Those are scary, man. Electrical fire is actually scary. Don't mess with those. Do not mess with an electrical fire. That's how you blow yourself up. Anyway, always El Bebo. Never Eula. Almost could have been Eula, but not quite. I'm going to go with my usual pick here, which I've been slowly pivoting to Charlotte. Ooh. Ooh, this is a Sumu character, probably. Alright, have a good day at work, Brickenmeyer. Catch you later, dude. Take care, man. Can't be Ganyu. Way too far removed for Ganyu. Yeah, peace out, dude. Farzan. Yes, Farzan is a valid pick. Farzan is a very valid pick, actually. Good choice. Oh. This would be... Yao Yao? Can't be Baiju. Can't be Dori. I think it has... It's... Shinobu? No. Shinobu's older. Dehya? No, not from Sumu. Yeah, I think it has to be Yao Yao, right? Yao Yao's the only choice at this one? I think. God, I suck at this. It's okay. You're doing your best. It takes practice, right? It takes practice. But once you get it down, you get it down. Like, it just has to click after a time. And yeah, it's Yao Yao. Because it's like an elimination game, right? You're like, okay, well, I know it's not a Mondstatter. Like, I know what regions they're not in. I know what elements it's not. I know what weapon it's not. And I also have a pretty good range of what patch it lands in. So, process of elimination, right? You start picking out the characters that make sense. I win. Oh. What in God's name is this? I've seen this before, I think. Hold up. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I think it might be Al-Haytham. Hold up. Nope, definitely not Al-Haytham. It's a star. Barbruh? Barbera? Is Barbera. Babs. Yep. As soon as you see the star, you're like, oh, that's Babs. Because Babs is a true star. Barbera. Barbera. Barbruh the Barbarian. Yep. Good job, guys. Good job, good job. Daily quote. Who said this? The truth of this world. What could it be? Oh, God. We've had this line show up before. Yeah, it's Mona, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Monene. Yeah, wait, I know this too. I think it's Monene, because I think we have the same... This is showing up multiple times, and I think we have the same conversation every time. It's like, oh, it's Albedo or Mona, and we always do Albedo first, and we're always wrong. Damn it. It was Albebo. Damn it, I got it mixed this time. God damn it. Well, we knew which... It was one of the two.
The truth of this world. What could it be?
You know what it is? I actually think this line... I think both these characters have a line that's very similar. I think she has one that's super similar. I'm pretty sure. Like, what could the truth of this world be, or something? Like, it's basically the same thing, but verbatim. It's like just a little different. Well, it was actually Albebo. Always Albebo. Okay, we're gonna start with Klee on this one, because that's dynamite. Never mind, it's Yoi. Never mind, it's Yoi. As soon as there's an explosive, you know it's a 50-50. It's like, alright, which pyromaniac is it? Is it the dangerous one, or the one that actually has safety precautions? Like, easy peasy. But anyway, I'm going to start wrapping things up here. So for tomorrow, chat, we're going to tackle another piece of the Lantern Rite quest. We're just going to keep poking at it. Hopefully get another part done tomorrow. Maybe wrap up the whole thing, depending on how long the part 4 looks like, if anyone has that information at the time. Who has a wild obsession with cute pyromaniacs? I don't know if it's a wild obsession. Like, there's only 2. Which isn't a lot, but it is weird that it happened twice, I guess. But yeah, so that'll be the plan for tomorrow. A little bit more Lantern Rite quests, a little bit more grinding stuff out, farming our characters, preparing for the next theater. We're going to do some more recording, and, you know, I'm going to be doing some video footage tomorrow, of course. Like, just keep poking at it. Oh, and Sparkle. Yeah, if we're going, like, outside of Genshin, yeah. True. Huta's not really a pyromaniac, though. She doesn't really set things on fire. She just burns things. Like, you know. She's pretty normal about it, honestly. So, anyway, have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys take care. And, as always, cheers. Take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And, like I said, just more Lantern Rite. Maybe we'll talk about another side project coming up. But anyway, have a good one, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here. Seriously, guys.